We've got a small smattering around the table. We've got...
There is three of us, I promise.
There is three of us.
Hello.
Four if you actually include the GM as a player, you dick.
We don't.
We've got Alex, we've got Kaz, we've got Ida. We've got Alex, we've got Jack, we've got James. And I'm the Dragonbornian. It's all going to go well tonight because I'm so down on caffeine. I hope you're all good. Welcome back to episode 39 of Starfinder here on the Dragonborn Industries channels. I guess... How are you guys? It's the lads tonight. All right, lads. Let's go here. Oh, look, fingers. What?
Become an NPC.
There you go, you Zulu warrior. Oh my god, we're starting strong. Shit. But we're down Tamsin and Steph. Steph is going to be joining us a little later. Tamsin is there in chat, I believe, as Appleglass. Hey, Appleglass, how you doing? Do message in if there's anything you hear that you want us to say or do. Otherwise, we'll make sure that Calix has a good death and a good send-off. Same for TJ. We'll just eradicate them off there.
Seems about the right time.
It seems about the right time. Story complete.
Yep.
And the character.
Come off.
The whole point of this game is just whittle you guys down to just the last player standing. Just whittle you down to nubs.
Hunger Games.
But we best start with some announcements. And obviously, I'm going to hand over to Steph for the... Oh, wait. Where are you?
Where are you?
So I guess I'm going to take over the announcements for Warrior Prince 3D, which is your one-stop shop for all your 3D printing needs, from tabletop terrain, cosplay items, to anything you can think of. And you know, you can probably get like a stop for the chair to stop it from leaning back. You can probably get you know, household accessories. I don't know. I just send him requests for bizarre things like this ginormous fucking mini, which obviously hit the table last week, and if you haven't checked that out already, please go back and check it out. But Warrior Prince 3D have offered us a permanent code, which is 2 the stars, where you can get 10% off your 3D printing orders with Richard. If you can't find anything on his Etsy store, and with that code, message him directly on Instagram with @WarriorPrince3D, and he will do his best to service you greatly in a non-sexual way.
That's a different permanent code.
Disclaimer.
OnlyFans 10. I guess I'm going to then also hand over to Ian to talk about Roll and Play Press. Roll and Play Press are your one-stop tool shop for all of your DM/player needs. That's the backs of the books. Look at them. Ooh, that's the front of the book. Let's go with that one. So we've got the Game Master Sci-Fi. Let's pick one of these, because we've got an affiliate code which is Dragonborn 10. Which one do you want, guys? Game Master's Fantasy Set, the Sci-Fi Character Kit, or the Game Master's Sci-Fi Toolkit? Which one should we pull from?
That kit.
This one? Or Sci-Fi Character Kit?
Yeah.
Okay. James. Since you're so eager.
Eager beaver.
Eager beaver. Up to 135, pick a page.
48.
Ah, that's interesting. Last week was 47, wasn't it? And I was like, oh, I think we had like 47 and 48 before, and that was on a different book. Look at that, I mean, remembering shit. I remember. 48. So, this is for the mechanic class. Mechanical aids, drones, and droids. Roll me a D8, please. Jack.
It's a 7.
7. Tiny tank with advanced tread design, a small gun turret, atop has a 360-degree range. What about exoskeletal add-ons? Alex, roll me a D8.
A 1.
Chest harness holding a small disc that can produce a projective force field. And there you go. There is some aesthetic to your mechanic build if you were to build and you were like, I just want some ideas for my character. Roll and Play Press.
Beautiful.
All those lovely little things in there.
Handsome.
Yeah, and that's that. And then I'm going to hand over to Jack for some insults from the deck of many insults, because you just delivered them so well last week. I think this is your job now.
This is my thing.
This is your thing. So we're going to start. Pick a person, draw a card.
Who wants to go get insulted first?
Go on.
You? Alright. Go on, mate. This is for you. As far as you're concerned, I have the patience of a saint. Saint Twatty McFuck off.
He's got a point.
Deck him with the chair.
Do it.
It's very good.
This one's for you, James. The only hero here is the road out of this one-horse town.
Okay, that's kind of a place insult.
Yeah.
And I guess, what am I getting here?
You are getting... I want you to know that I have wiped each and every one of these gold pieces through my arse crack.
But what does the card say, Jack?
Oh, yes.
And I guess, Alex, pull one for Jack.
Do it.
From the top?
Fuck me up, baby.
I'd rather massage the hemorrhoids on a constipated giant spider than talk to you.
That's pretty
so
good.
specific.
That's very specific.
Love it.
So I believe the Deck of Many Insults, the latest print, is completely out of stock, and they are now
wow.
taking pre-orders of the next print, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to say that's all us.
Yep.
Totally all us, and
Definitely.
Jack's delivery from last week is when they totally sold out. So please go check out those 3 companies. They're absolutely amazing, and we are grateful for them just sending us stuff in, or for just helping out the show and getting us to 3,000 downloads.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's fucking wild, isn't it? I mean, no, to you guys, because you guys have been RPing like crazy and just give him a mind drop.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You got to help
My
your
dad's
brothers
still
out.
buying a mine, mate.
But you know how else you
nothing to
guys
say.
can help the channel? You can use your free Twitch sub. If you're already an Amazon Prime member, you can go straight over to Twitch Gaming, and it costs you nothing extra than your original Amazon Prime subscription.
It's very, very true, James. And on that note, I am going to say to people out there who might be listening either on Twitch or on YouTube in the future, I am going to be putting a push on that because the computer is dying in this studio, and yeah, we can't afford to replace it, so we're just hoping, above all hope, as I desperately watch the CPU usage out of the corner of my eye. It's back down to 39.
Stop looking at it.
I know, I'm so scared. So if people do want to donate, now is the time. Or if you do want to use those Twitch subs or share it about so that we can then look towards upgrading our equipment, that would be fantastic. But otherwise, you know, if you haven't got the money, that's fine. You know, you don't need to go to www.dragonbornindustries.com and buy some merch. I'll be all in Stanley's apart from James, who still doesn't have one yet because I haven't ordered him one yet. So you get for walking away, buddy.
Mental health.
Jesus, man.
Look, we've all got mental health issues, mate. Oh, it's just a table
we're so
like,
fucked,
of
aren't we?
beta blockers and sertraline. What have you got in yours today? Hot or cold?
It's hot.
Hot?
Nice cup of tea.
You're allowed to say.
Hot. Cold. Beer.
Nice, having a little beer. I'm on Monster Energy. Mango Loco. Nice, or Mango Fiesta, it's one of them. Because why not? As for any other announcements, I think that's really it. But apart from that, you know, how are you guys doing?
I got vanilla float Dr. Pepper.
Oh, that sounds fucking decent.
Have you got a mug?
No.
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh.
Someone's been so sweet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, what else you get? What are you getting there?
Oh god.
Vanilla Coke.
Okay.
You love your vanilla, don't you? Don't blame me.
I mean, for an
Look at it.
Italian,
Ah,
it's
loves
like
it.
vanilla.
Vimto.
See, now we're talking. I do love a Vimto. Very much love a Vimto. I like when Red Roof Cinema started doing like fucking gallons of Vimto on tap, and it was just like back in the days when I actually used to go out and actually see cinematic shows and moving pictures and things.
Moving pictures.
Oh god, it was so
Is that
good.
that train that came out the screen, mate? Making an age joke.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't get the reference, and I just froze. And I just straight, I was like,
No.
I don't know what to do
respond
with
with
this.
something
Right,
really
I'll see you guys
offensive.
next week.
Respond with something really offensive, or shut up. And my mind went, shut up. So, no, I actually didn't get that whatsoever. I'm obviously so young and hip that that's what kids say, innit?
Young and hip.
I'm so young and
Yeah,
hip.
definitely.
There's nothing to really do but to stop avoiding what's coming next, really, isn't there?
Yeah.
So I guess we'll jump into tonight's episode of Starfinder. I didn't check whether or not I had the new level 5 intro up. I might have done. I might not have done. I was too busy chatting. Look at the problem we're in without the ladies. Look at what's happening to us.
just
We have
a
just
mess.
become.
Fucking end it, man.
Oh, this is it. This is the stream. It's just 4 idiots just sat around with no direction. Well, I've not even got my notes up. So bad. Oh my.
A ragtag episode.
Oh. Dreams, vision, time. Things in life can seem so inconsequential at times, and the crew of Orion's Hope have certainly battled hard just to stay alive up to this point in their lives. But what if all of that, everything they've been through from birth till now, has been for a reason? What if they are on a path that was always set out for them? One they have been on for longer than just being part of this crew. Having come together and having experienced heroism, betrayal, grievous loss, and now the communion with a god, our crew find themselves coming back to reality from a hive mind-like vision of possible futures they are to take part in. Having directly been given a boon of Desna, the god of travellers, dreams and luck, the crew have been able to dive into their own minds and see answers to questions surrounding their journey together. And now, as their eyes begin to open, you, the remainder of the crew, find yourselves back in the observatory, this circular room where they were previously greeted by the Oracle, but hours before this moment. You feel Desna has left something of a change within you. Maybe you feel quicker, smarter, more wise, stronger, but definitely with the sight of this goddess gone, something powerful has boosted your physical being. You lie there, on a smooth floor, staring up at a black domed ceiling that you first saw filled with stars and nebulas, but now a simple smooth dome of dark stone. You begin to look around and sit yourselves up and find yourselves in that same circle that you were in while you were one mind. But as you sit up, you see the same room, but with 4 crystalline statues all at its centre, all facing into the middle, looking up at the roof, hands raised as if they were praying to the sky, and wings outstretched of 4 Decimar Imargos, the adult variation of the Decimar race. But now, with these wings outstretched and made of crystal, you can see that the wings themselves they go from crystal into pure energy that seem to be made of stars and moons and nebulas and all the kind of stuff that you've been witnessing with Desna. The doorways you once saw that led off to the orchard, to the shitter, and to the sleeping crystals are no longer present. All gone except for the arched doorway you originally came through and the triangular doorway that leads to the butterfly garden where you could swear you were just a few seconds ago. I hand it over to you guys in this moment. Obviously, I'll be playing TJ and Calyx and Mallard and Poach.
Everyone else? Yeah.
And I'm going to leave the talking about leveling up until Steph gets in, and probably after break. But I hand it over to you guys in this moment as you lie on the ground and start bringing yourselves to in what seems a lot less lively of a building.
Do I still have the orb?
You do not.
Okay. Shit.
Did you guys experience that too, or?
I sure did.
Yeah. I feel rough as fuck.
What the bloody hell was that?
That
TJ.
was with
Guys, come on. Bloody tip-top cheerio. Hip-hip, toodle-pip, hamsters.
TJ, have you had a stroke?
Yeah.
Something about you is different.
I just feel chattier. And I will point out as well, actually, part of the level up, obviously you guys have had a stat increase that we are saying part of the whole Desna Boon thing.
I feel like I have 1 initiative point. I feel great.
You just seem so much quicker.
I feel a bit more hardy.
Oh yeah.
I can take a bit more of a hit.
Things in my brain make sense.
But
It felt real, whatever we just experienced.
I think with that in particular. Calyx is sort of sat up, and their eyes are somewhat more. They're not crying, but they are certainly like rounder and maybe more. I don't know, just taken in with this amazement of like everything that's just happened, and like, but I mean, everything that just happened to us, that was so chaotic. That was that Kyoka, that huge monster.
Yeah, that was not fun.
That's the beast I saw in the Dark Tapestry. That's the Maw that came through where there was a tear. If that's in our future, we have to be ready for that.
We're definitely not ready now.
No.
We have a lot of stuff to do.
But how do we fight something that's...
Well, hopefully with the orbs.
Or
That's the plan.
numbers.
Yeah. Speaking of orbs, Calyx, do you know where the other orb is?
I thought you had it.
Well, I think I somehow manifested this orb in the...
Roy! And TJ like goes down. He's like, oh, thank God. And has Roy.
Have we
What about
lost
Boy?
one?
Have we got Boy?
But no, you don't have the other orb.
Shit. You said those Imago that were the sort of priests of
Yeah, the oracles.
Are they still around?
So what you notice is that whereas before they like sort of like glided around and stuff like that, there wasn't these 4 crystalline statues in this room before. This room was like bereft of everything except for the ceiling, which obviously like changed as you looked at it and depicted things like your home planets or different areas of space. Now, the dome is dull; it's not showing anything. All the glyphs and all the depictions on the wall, dull, not showing anything or glowing. And these 4 beautiful pink crystals with these almost illusory wings of stars and stuff all are in the middle, and their forearms raised to the top of the dome, but you don't see any.
Can I do a mysticism check on
You
them?
absolutely can.
I'm just going to have a look at them, see if I can discern sort of the magic or what they mean or anything like that. 26.
Fucking hell.
Jesus.
What's your modifier?
Plus 11.
Damn. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's got some fucking stats, I tell you.
Can I do an intimidate check? I'm good at that.
Just smash the crystals. Okay, so the first thing that strikes you is obviously like this place was filled with magic, like a god's temple. Now it's bereft of so much. It's like there's next to no magic present whatsoever. But these statues definitively have some kind of arcane tether to them because they are magical. You can definitely sense it with a mysticism check. You're not really going to get anything in terms of identifying them, but there is like a planar magic to them. With a mysticism check of 26, and with, I mean, give me another mysticism check for me checking something else at the same time.
27.
Fucking up. Yeah. So, with the conjuration of manifesting will, of dreams, and everything you guys have just been through, and what feels like the past few minutes, but yet everything now looks so different. Like time's changed this place for years. That definitely some tie to another plane of existence, and crossing those thresholds. You must have been doing that in some way, whether you were on the astral plane or just linked to it in some way. Yeah. This variant of this place is the true material plane, and those crystalline statues must be the tether to the next.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'd turn to the guys and be like, I don't know what part of that journey it was. Calyx, is this part of the journey?
I don't know. I mean, so it's very different from when we turned up, and
We've plania travelled almost.
I think so. I think if the other god remembers correctly, kind of worked that out in the last scenario. I think I rolled a mysticism check and worked that out. Can't remember. But they're like, I believe so. I think that the whole journey with the living dream and with this place. I think it's all tethered to other planes of existence and manifesting what is somebody's fear or somebody's potential that they see within inside themselves, maybe.
It's very philosophical.
So was the original temple something that was manifested for us, and this is the true temple?
I don't know. I'd have to go back and talk to Andromeda or to some of the others that maybe have been here and see if they've had the same experiences, because I didn't see the orb here before, but Andromeda said that she had seen it here.
Yeah.
Which would be strange if we didn't see it and had to manifest it, but she'd seen it and didn't have to do that. That's strange.
I mean, I feel like we should take another look around. If the place is different, then there might be some different stuff here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any other doors apart from the...
I mean, us arriving here in what seemed to be probably maybe a different plane, maybe that was part of its protection of the orb.
Maybe.
Because if anything else turned up, they can't just go and grab the orb because they're in a different plane.
Yeah.
Maybe this is part of the journey of finding out
So
we're here for the orb.
this ain't over right now. What we just experienced, it ain't over.
Well,
I don't know how much left we have to experience, but
I don't think...
I'm just gonna show you the mushroom.
keep it on the side.
Pulls back his feathers. It's just a very small dick. As it is, the thing is just, I'm going to show you the mushroom. You were? Oh, that's sexual harassment, mate.
I don't think it's Brex's got dicks.
You know those duck ones?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can have one of those, like a bottle opener.
I don't want to think about that.
You got it up, mate.
For those listening, please don't draw a fan art of that.
You can
Or
actually,
do.
Please
sorry,
do.
I'll discuss.
Don't
Actually, I'll do
explain.
it now. You can actually buy bottle openers that are just like ducks, and then it's like.
Oh my god.
I did not know that.
Well,
Anyway, Cakes is like, I think whatever that was must have been, I don't know, that was a god. That was Desna. We spoke with her. There is so much to unpack from that. I mean...
we all saw each other's dreams, didn't we?
Yeah. I mean... was that the same guy in the drone, the brain, or is that...
No, I think that's someone different.
Okay.
I don't think I rolled, but can I roll to see who that is?
That's the architect. The voice alone, although similar, you now see a face. This... And for lack of a better word, if somebody was going to play it with Jeff Goldblum...
Jeff hits up.
I've always had it as like...
I can totally picture him just walking in, like,
hey
everyone.
and here tonight!
Yeah, that was... well, he calls himself the architect. Very, very prevalent figure in Keydale.
And that's somebody here now, in the present. Because
They're existing now, yes.
my question was how to protect the Decimar, and I saw what I thought was the future with the ships and with the Aslanti coming back. But also the past with people arriving here.
I think we got to see a bit of everyone's past here, and maybe future,
Present as well.
depending on...
Yeah, you were looking for people.
I was looking for who I called my team and my family.
But they're now with that shadow captain who has an orb. That laugh, that same laugh. That's what I heard in my dream all those days ago.
Yeah. I don't think you told me in my dream who the woman was.
Oh,
You said they were part of my crew.
they absolutely were
But
part of your
there's
crew.
2 females.
There is
within the crew.
indeed. Let me have a quick look at your...
Please.
Yes, there is particularly one of them. And it is... Former crew, there we go. It is... Felina? definitively her. Who was she?
That's a long story, Calyx. But someone I saw die. They were in my crew.
That ship that you brought down.
Well, I didn't bring it down. It came down. I don't know how. I'm yet to find out. I don't know how I'm going to find out. But yeah, I don't know how she could have survived. Someone else must have been there. Just the same way as I was picked up. But seems like she's back in Keydale, which is not a good thing.
Is she a friend?
She was. Perhaps a little bit more than a friend, but...
This architect, this man...
He's not someone you want to mess with.
No, he seems quite angry.
Yeah.
But, I mean, what he was doing was awful. Was that what they did to you?
Yes. That and more.
Oh.
Which is how I've developed the abilities I've got now. Whether that's a good enough reason for it all or not is up for debate, but...
So is that what they're trying to do to that creature?
I think they're just trying to find perfection.
But
which, as you know, is one of Dynatek's kind of quotes. Future perfected.
you see like the pain on like Calyx's face, like, yeah.
And then, funnily enough, in Keydale, we have our own quote, or slogan, in pursuit of perfection, which is why I'm sort of here in the first place, is how it is too coincidental for me. It's both speaking of perfection.
And you were
both,
never told?
As to why perfection?
Yeah.
No. From a young age, I was always an experiment. I mean, us Strix are very... We love for anything cybernetic and augmentations and anything that can make us better is what we've always strived for. I've not had much experience in helping other Strix in doing this, but like I said, I've always been trained as a experiment. I learned how to defend myself, but then I was tortured beyond any normal means to the point where I've literally evolved. And now I'm here. So, but there's a lot of stuff to unpack there and a lot of stuff to find out. But
Bruce, that thing on floor 184, it was so different from what you encountered, yet it's now a robot, an android, a machine. What?
Is this Malad talking?
No, this is still Calyx.
I don't know. I can't make sense of a lot of things, but I think what we're dealing with now is what I dealt with then. And I don't know how it's all connected. But,
We know it's malevolent. We know it's evil.
That's right. And I guess I'm going to look at Malad like, yeah, certainly evil.
And Malad is like very quiet because she's learnt a lot about you all in the sake of a few seconds. And
Filth.
Gene's like still out cold. He's just like, because he wasn't part of like that whole scenario, so he was just like, he's still out cold. Give me a perception check, though, everyone, please.
9. Oh, actually, we've leveled up, haven't we?
ooh,
It's an 8.
it's a 22 for me.
10.
15.
Anybody 10 and over, and I'm going to say that the other guys have got it as well. Usually at this point, Skelkin would come in with a wise question. She's not present.
Do we know this?
Yeah. You're all in this same room together, even though that's not where you either went to sleep or where you went to the orchard or into the garden. You were all in this circle together, but even in that hive mind moment, Skelkin wasn't there.
I just start tapping away at my comms pad, just seeing if I can get a response.
You hear a beep on the other side of the room, and you can easily go around to the other side of a statue, and you see that there is a compad, there is armour, but that's it. The rest of the gear, clothing, and Skelkin is gone.
Can I do a life science check just to see what I can put together from it? Or physical science, whichever.
I'd let you pick, because you get different answers based on different ones.
I feel like I'll do life science, that's 31.
So first of all, there is no like biological matter. There's no blood, there's no hair, there's no... It's almost like these items have stayed in place when something has just stepped out of existence.
Kind of Thanos out, like everything's there, but it's just kind of the body and everything's just...
Yeah, there's no sign of dust or anything that.
Yeah, it's just completely everything's evaporated matter as well as the dust.
Or just gone. There's just no like they don't exist in this space. And you noticed as well that there was a lack of manifestation from both Gene Poach and from Skelkin. You know, we saw this trophy turn up, which you're like, that's not Skelkin. But you didn't see anything else. And then Gene Poach is still here, but Skelkin is not. And Kate is like, okay.
Guys.
Can I wake Gene Poach up?
Yeah.
I'll just give him like a, oi!
Bastard! Mum! Tacos!
Hey fella, you okay?
Oh, alright, bastard dream.
What's the last thing you remember?
Oh, I cleared pommel horse. I've never done that before.
What?
He's like, we climbed mountain, and I needed a toilet. I wasn't going to let you all out of my sight. And I went to sleep. Now I'm waking up in a different room.
Do you remember where Skelkin was?
Nice, you were sleeping across from me.
I can't explain that.
Guys, was...
I think Kaz's just probably dumbfounded. I can't really put any logic to it.
Is there anything different about where we are in terms of like structures and architecture?
Yeah, so
Statues.
So the statues are definitely Decimar. There's no Demai there.
Right.
There is no doors leading to what would have been the toilet before, to the orchard, which leads up to the tree that you guys went to, or to the sleeping crystals that you guys went to. Those doors are gone. Like they've never existed. And the triangular door that leads to the butterfly garden... Who rolled perceptions earlier?
We all
All
did.
of us.
Yeah, well, obviously. Who rolled the highest on those perceptions earlier?
22.
There's a lot less of that aura, that Kashorian pink and purple aura in that basin now, that you can definitively see is not as bright. I hope she's okay. Kate's like, and she's like, cat on the skateboard gif, sends it off.
And there's no one around
Shows up.
um,
No.
that we can.
No, the 4 Decimar that you spoke to before that were like gliding about, the only sign of them now is these crystal statues.
Maybe she's got stuck in another plane.
Can I shout?
I don't know
I
how
don't know, can
magic
you?
works,
It's like-
but
No.
Skelkin! Skelkin!
look, I mean, we're not going to find anything out here in this room. I think going through that triangle door which is obviously quite similar to the way we're having this fight with this Kyoko and all that shit. Maybe we'll find the orb there, maybe we'll find some more answers. But
we need to figure out what we're gonna do next. What do we do next after something like that?
I'm quickly just making like a sign, just leaving it by one of the statues that says Falcon. We've gone through the door, but I've packed all our stuff in like a sling bag and have just.
And it literally is a
thrown it
set
over.
of armour and the data pad. No weapons, no ammunition, nothing else.
No Starfinder badges, nothing.
Nothing. Which is interesting that some of it's there and some of it's not. But
Keep all of that that thing.
well, maybe we've all been sent to places where we're meant to be at.
Maybe.
Obviously, our journey is meant to be here to find the orb. But perhaps Skilken's journey takes her elsewhere. I don't know whether it's with her friend. I cannot remember his name.
Dara's Day.
That's the one. I don't know.
As long as she's okay, we'll find her. We'll find her. She'll be okay.
We need-
Crushed under a rock.
we can always send a message out once we get back to the station or something. Send it through the drift.
But I guess she's not getting any more lost.
I guess with this, TJ's like, so what do we do now, chaps?
I vote triangle door.
Seems like
Another
a-
door?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
I know it's big stuff, man.
I mean, do we need to tell the Starfinders Guild about what we just
I think we're not.
saw?
I don't think we're quite finished here yet.
You reckon?
I think we should. I mean, I probably will tell Ren when we see him, or Chiskis, or Historia 7. It seems quite big. And
Well, I think once we get out of here,
yeah,
I think
Should
when
we
we
get
get
out?
back safer,
start
it
communicating.
seems a bit more.
yeah.
But we ain't leaving here without the orb, because that's what we're here for.
And like TJ is holding TJ is holding Roy, and he's just looking like slightly confused. It's quite staticky.
This is not pulling you in any direction.
It's almost like it's staticky. It's fuzzy. It's not.
Think of other words, TJ. I need more.
It's like having a foggy mind. And then he's like, Linda.
I thought that was Roy.
This is Roy, but Linda,
Yes.
my wife in
Oh,
our
is that
dreams,
who we saw in
Yeah.
the dream?
It looks like she's
waking up,
which
but
is
she was
good.
scared.
Are you
Starts probably sending something.
happy about?
I think so. I'll let Step answer all of
that's
that. I don't want to put anything in TJ's mouth.
fair.
Stop it.
Stop it. Yeah. I mean, look, we came here for the orb. We can't leave without it. And I'm wondering if Roy's fogginess is because of we're on a different plane.
I think that's what makes the most logical sense.
Well,
and
I
it's
don't know
not-
if it's he wasn't with us during that event thing,
Yes.
fight,
Event.
craziness.
Yeah.
Please don't think of things like that again, Calyx.
Yeah, I agree with that. TJ.
Sorry, I
thought
just
of anything.
But you thought of the most fucking badass,
Hot ass.
giant
Is there
ass.
something that we can
Glistens.
wipe our memory for? Men in Black style, flash, and we all forget what that thing is.
I think we might want to remember what that thing is.
Just look at it.
I guess we try and see what's left here.
There's some magic timey-wimey bullshit here. So I don't like it
Do we
personally.
need to physically find this orb, or do you think it'll just come to us?
I don't know. I don't know whether
do
we
we
need to
call
start,
to it? or
I don't
do
know
we
if we
look
need to
for
start manifesting again, or whether the orb is waiting for us in the next room. I don't know.
it? Catch your eye, and I'm going to tilt my head up to the skyward and just be like, "Caca, caca."
What are you thinking of?
I'm going to put him down.
Well, I'll do it.
I've not seen evolution in years.
It's just an advert for Head and Shoulders.
so beautiful to me.
It's working.
Curls up and down.
Tuki. But I mean, like, you are in a room where, you know, last time you were here, you were able to manifest things. Like, Calyx was able to, like, pull up a statue and stuff like that. Of those same bug-like race that you saw in that...
But it certainly feels different here, though, doesn't it?
It does.
You know.
Kaz, you touched the orb. Could you manifest how it felt?
I suppose I could try.
Yeah, you... I will tell you now, you put your thought and same kind of like that idea of manifesting into it,
No,
but nothing
I'm
happens.
not feeling anything about
No,
it.
no.
Not that I know what magic feels like, but
It definitely feels different, like
Yeah.
a lack of connection.
There's definitely a different sort of magic here. Very voidant of magic.
Yeah.
Other than these
Shall we-
statues.
Try the garden again then?
I
Yeah.
think so. If that's kind of where
Where
we
we're
found the
going.
orb,
Yeah.
technically, in the dream, then it's the best place to go.
As we're walking there, can I approach Mallard?
Yeah.
Because I guess Roos is kind of like developing a bit of a sort of repertoire.
Yeah.
And then he's kind of becoming a bit more like. She reminds him a lot of Spat, so he's becoming a bit sort of like kind of parental almost.
Yeah, I mean,
It feels
she
like a
looks,
certain responsibility.
they look so similar. They're
Yeah.
clearly sisters
Yeah.
and not twins or, you know, the same
You
person.
look like her. You related? That's it. He's gonna be like, how are you holding up? It's a lot
Is
to take in.
There's a lot of things happening here that I wasn't expecting to find out about. There's a lot of things, there's questions I still have.
To be honest, I don't think any of us was expecting what just happened.
I mean, I'm glad I've met you. I thought you were dead. Apparently, everybody on DT14. And she looks at you because you had no clue.
Yeah.
And she knows that now in this moment. And she's just like, I am so sorry, Roos. But I thought you were also dead.
I had to go into hiding after what happened. Because I didn't think I would be safe.
You were right, by the sound of things. Whatever's on that floor and whatever Dynatech...
Not just from the floor, but I could no longer trust Dynatech.
I agree.
I think Kaz in this moment is very much like realizing how close that is to heart.
Yeah. And she's just like, I joined to try and internal affairs with Jean to just try and find out what happened to Lo. And obviously the only information I could find from the company was that you were all dead. Even Deckard, who is here, or was here, all of
She knows who Deckard is,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
but all of you were. I mean, you've seen the file that says KIA on Deckard, yet he's here under a Dynatech official thing, and then the fact that, you know, she's like tried to track down. She explains that, like, yeah, everybody that she's been looking into has turned up dead. Nobody can answer what Lotep was doing up on that floor and why she is missing. And obviously, you know, to know that at least, you know, you said she's dead. At least I know where the search ends. Now I just need to know why.
I think, unfortunately, he was announced KIA because I think he ascended a certain rank because of what he knew.
Maybe.
And I think Dynatech thought it best that we didn't know he was still alive because he's been given certain responsibilities, as it were.
Surely it'd be easier just to kill him and stop all the information. Surely
I
then.
know he was higher up than he had us believe. He told me as such.
That thing that came back with you, that's on that floor. I know you don't know much more about it. I got that from whatever we just shared. How do we fight that?
Grit, numbers, and a shit ton of good luck. And anything else you can think of. Napalm.
Jean's like, what's all this going on then? What are you on about? And like, she's like, boss, really? And she's like I'll fill him in and I'll make sure he knows everything honestly.
You see to him, and if you want to chat, or you just come to me?
Yeah, and she starts like basically handing out a personal comm unit number to you. If you need me, this is.
Hold on a second, just get a cold call here. Hold on. Sorry, continue.
She like, looks at.
No, we can-
she looks at like Mallard, Jean Perry. She's like, another one. No, I suppose we'll all be travelling back together anyway, but
Yeah, especially with your ship in the state that it is.
Oh yeah.
the boy! And he like starts running towards the other entrance. I'll go after him. I'll bring him back and find you guys. Just, yeah. I'm glad you're alive.
You too,
At least-
kid.
Somebody made it out of there.
And when I say that, I'm just going to be like, you too, kid, but there's like a sort of glisten.
Yeah.
Like glad you made it. As opposed to
Yeah.
your dad's sister.
So, with that, hand over to you guys.
I'll start making my way into the guard.
Okay, so this large triangular doorway just on the other side of the room leads out to the same amphitheatre-like area, this basin, and that definitive purple glow of the Koshorian Aurea is now lessened. Time looks like it has weathered away so much of this place. The first thing that you notice is where that butterfly window was, that portal to the stars and everything is no longer there. And in its place, an archway of stone. An Ayudara that you saw in your dreams. As you step through into the garden, glyphs, just like in that vision, begin to search for something. In front of the Ayudara, on a small pedestal, a glowing orb.
Fucking knew it. Fucking knew it.
The rest of the garden, it's just like time has addled it over centuries. But the building, this whole sanctuary that's made of this one piece of stone, you can see is melded from the Ayudara. It's all one and the same. For perception checks from everybody, please.
Ooh, not an 20, but yeah, it's good. It's good enough. 33.
4.
Good average.
My shoelaces untied.
Bonk. And I think this is quite apt because I don't think you two would know to look for it. Like you see the Ayudara, you see the same space where you battled. The ground was ripped apart, where you know one of the trees was knocked over and the flower beds were smashed. They're now all back to where they were. But for you, Kaz, you look up and to what would be east, this little tiny rock that seems to like perch out over it. You just see long roots from a tree, just hanging down.
That must be Clint Eastwood up there.
And I think with a 34, was it?
33, yeah.
33, you can see a dream catcher on it. And
Okay.
it doesn't look like it's moving or swaying. There's no leaves
Yeah.
on it whatsoever. But Calyx looks up and smiles and sort of like gives you a little like elbow nudge to the knee. And TJ's like, see?
Well, I mean, if anything, it means we're not in the past.
I think we're right where we're meant to be.
I agree with that. We met this big tree guy up there. Didn't we, Calyx, TJ? We called him Clint Eastwood.
He couldn't remember his name.
Yeah, so we gave him one.
Funny.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he's still there.
Give me a culture check, everybody.
He's not very good at that. Still not bad. 19 for me.
Oh, 18.
27.
So Clint Eastwood is like a really famous
Yes.
envoy.
Love it.
He's like an icon from fuck it, Akaton. He's a Yosoki, but like little like wears like a Stetson all the time, like a duster on, has like this like really like narrowed eyes and like really Akatonian desert weathered kind of thin skin. Really popular hollow picture envoy, and here you go.
Look, he just seemed apt at the time. He was made of wood. We called him Clint Eastwood. He didn't know a name, so we gave him one.
That's great.
Hopefully he's still there, to be honest. He was quite nice. He seems to know a lot of things.
I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Alex doesn't know what the fuck is going on there.
In the previous episode, they literally met a treant who was above there that they spoke to.
I guess I wasn't here.
No, you weren't. Which is why it was apt, because I don't think either of you two were here, and also those guys went off and met when you guys went to sleep.
I just thought you were making a joke that the tree was in the east bit, so it's like, ha, Eastwood.
Well, they said it, and then he is literally on the eastern basin.
Well, yeah.
On the eastern side of the basin.
Yeah.
See, when you said tree, I was picturing like an ent, and then you said a Stokey, and I was like, yeah, I'm fucking lost.
No, I'm just making a joke that the actual Clint Eastwood is a character within Starfinder, but the Ent themselves couldn't remember their name, and
so we gave him the name.
Yeah,
Eastwood.
And you went for Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. And Calyx made this beautiful dream catcher for him.
Yeah, before I realised
So I mean,
he was awake, and
we woke him up from his 100
something
200-year-old dream. But anyway, let's.
That's it, I guess.
Maybe he's still there. I don't know.
And Calyx would turn to TJ and is like, anything from Roy? No, it's.
Even though we're this close, there's nothing.
It's like pins and needles.
There's got to be something blocking the inhibitors or something of Roy. I mean. I hate to say it, but I think Calyx, you should get the orb. Okay.
But before you do that, I've got a question. Do you feel lucky? Do you feel lucky, punk?
Oh, I'm more into hip hop. I really like electronic music. And Calyx will slowly make their way up. And they're like looking at this Iodara, this gateway that you've all seen, and it's still like finding the
Does
right.
Does it look like it's trying to make a portal? So?
Yeah. It give you that without even making a check. Like, you've seen it doing this in your dreams. It is now searching for the right coordinates to link to something. Like somebody has cast the spell, however they activate.
As it's going through it, do we see other places, if that makes sense? Like, almost like it's rolling
Not
through.
quite,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Think of it more like Stargate, where like
that's what I thought
it's waiting for like the glyphs to like lock into place.
That's what I
and then
thought,
it's going
rather
to
than
create
just
a
being
portal.
like flicking
Not like
through
Doctor Strange, where it's like, yeah, the chevrons. But yeah,
does it look like it's awaiting a navigation code or something?
No, it looks like it's already
But
doing
it looks like it knows what it's doing. It just needs time.
Yeah.
And Calyx slowly approaches, and they're like, "Hi, I'm Calyx," and they put their like hand to it, and they pull it down. I'm gonna take the orb. You said it was for us, for me? Say nothing if that's okay.
I mean, Calyx, I think this is why we're here. I think we're good.
Somebody said something.
The plinth starts sinking.
What did I call it? A plinth. To which end, they take the orb and...
Hear anything? Feel anything?
No.
Drops it. Like
just hold on.
There's a chip in it now.
No, and obviously I will tell Tamsin whenever she's next available that she can add that to her character sheet, and you've seen what's on the actual sheet.
Yes.
She's like, I don't hear anything. No. But it's.
I guess it's because of where we are.
Yeah, and then like you can see her like just like mulling it over and stuff like that, and then you watch as another glyph, another glyph.
I think I'm going to create a weapon like I usually do.
Yeah.
I'm going to create my new gun, plasma bolt.
And what's your plasma bolt to look like?
I think It looks somewhat similar to my plasma rifle that I've been using, and I think Kaz has now sort of subconsciously taken that into one of his forms that he can do. But it looks like it's just been modified. There's like a extra sort of attachments on it. You can clearly see the barrel has been extended. It just looks bigger, badder, and meaner. But it's a proper two-handed long-arm rifle. I think he's just waiting ready for whatever may come through that portal.
Yeah. And as that last keystone, the final chevron, locks into place, the Iodora shimmers, and like a painting in a frame, you see a forest, a jungle through it. And Calix, who stood next to it, is like, I think this is...
Does it look like a living dream?
Give me a perception check.
Perception. 28.
There are aspects to it that seem very similar. I think with a 28 on perception, you'd say it's definitely on Kashoria.
I think this is the way back home.
I think I'm going to stop asking questions for a while.
Yeah. Before we go through, I think we should probably go grab Malad and Gene Poach. As much as it would be nice to not have any questions asked of us anymore, I feel like we probably should.
Yeah.
It's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
You guys can run back and you see that Malad is now like partway down this like 8-hour fucking journey of steps, chasing after Gene Poach, who is just like running down towards what you can now see on the other side is the living dream and this Kashorian pink-purple aura, but it's definitely lessened. Like, yeah, it wasn't that bright, as bright as it was before, and you can see the ship at the bottom just. They're getting quite far away though.
So their crashed ship is still there.
Yeah.
In what state is there? Like vines around it? Or...
It had been crashed for a few days. 10 days I think it was that you guys took to through. Which, with an engineering check that you did before, you were like, no, this is definitely put back togetherable, like very easily put back togetherable.
Now we've kind of got a bit more time. If you're happy to help, Kaz, I think we can make it a lot quicker down.
We don't know where that Iodora is going to take us out, though.
True.
There's no other way out. Right?
Didn't Malad give you her comm?
Yeah.
Do you want to call her?
Yeah.
She's like, hi, Bruce.
Where are you guys?
Oh, I'm chasing after Jean, who... We can put the ship back together. It's not a problem. In all fairness, we were kind of waiting to see what you guys would do when you turned up, but then we got attacked. It's fine. I will see you either back at the bottom or, wherever you need us to be.
Well, it's just the thing. Is it like on loudspeaker? Or?
Yeah, I'll press loudspeaker.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, Malad. It's the we found a portal. But we don't know whether it's going to close on us if we go through. So, obviously, you can't bring a ship through it.
Gene wouldn't run off if he didn't have an idea of you guys. He'd stay close to you if he had any more concerns. We'll either see you back.
I just don't want you guys to be stuck here in some weird dimension.
And there's a smile on her face as holographic image as. Oh, don't worry about that. It was. Gene's smarter than you give him credit for. We'll get the ship back up and running. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'll either see you back. Is it Cassiopeia?
Just cut her off.
Or
No.
or we'll see you back on Absalon. But
Okay.
don't be a stranger, Bruce.
You neither. Look after yourselves. Take good care.
Hey, Gene!
They seem pretty adamant on doing whatever they're doing. So
Shall we?
Yeah.
let's
Okay,
fuck
let's
off out
go.
of here.
And with that, you guys make your way back through, and the Iodar is still activated, and you all stand in front of this, and it's only maybe 7 to 8 foot wide, but you stand there in sort of like 2s and 3s, and Calyx is at the front. You see, like they take out like a large bit of salad, and they eat a little bit of it, and then a little bit more, and I guess we'll see where Desna's sending us next.
I think so.
And you can all begin to make your way into the unknown. And we'll probably take a little 10-minute break there. Get a drink and whatnot. Yeah, we'll be back in about 10 minutes, guys, and we will see you all on the other side. See you later.
Bye.
Because we're live.
Hello.
You got James and Ian in the room, just chilling out, just relaxing, talking about the new iPhone 16 release
And the 16 Pro Max.
and 16 Pro Max. James, there's a hot opinion. Do you think it's worth the upgrade from the 15?
Other than the extra button, I haven't checked the camera because that's what I mostly use my iPhone for. Doing
Yeah.
a little bit of photography.
I've been enjoying the camera on the 15. It's been quite fun. But speaking of upgrading, you guys hit level 5.
We did.
At the end of last week, and I was supposed to mention it on stream, and I didn't. So I think while we are waiting for the others to get back, and hopefully Steph will be turning up soon as well, I'm going to go through some of the boons and stuff that we got at level 5, which are quite cool because for anybody who's played D&D, usually at 4th level, 8th level, 12th level, you get a stat increase. But obviously Starfinder, pardon me, that doesn't happen until 5th level.
No.
And I don't think anybody got anything class-wise at this level. I don't think anybody got anything extra. I think it's 4th and 6th that happens. But I guess we talk about Ida's stat increase because it's quite a big one for you.
Very much so. So with level 5, you can actually go past the starting limit, which is a max of 20.
18.
18. Now I'm up to 22.
Yes, because you held off with your racial stats. So what's quite fun is that because of the Kanobo racial stats, it's like down -2 on intelligence, +2 on strength. Well, we switched those over because you want it to be more of an intelligence-based build, which any GM worth their salt should be allowing things like that. You know,
let your characters have fun with it and their build.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't have to be like, oh, well, actually, racial traits, that's it. You can switch them. As long as it's an even switch and you're sacrificing one for the other. But the reason for that was you had the 18 anyway, which you stuck into intelligence.
Yeah.
So actually that +2 that you gained from racial didn't matter throughout level 4.
No.
But what happened when you hit level 5 is you got your +2 from your racial to take it up to 20, and you got to add your ability score increase, taking it up by 6 from 18. By 4 from 18 to 20.
I was about to say.
To 24, which is really, really awesome. And like seeing some of your stats now and some of your ability scores is really quite cool. And I liked that you've gone down a road of skills and stuff where it's like really specialised on certain skill checks.
Yes.
So they're all in like +15s now.
Yes. My highest is my fresh, and it's 16, which we'll see come to play eventually.
Yeah, let's keep that quiet.
Yeah, 100%. Because you guys got to tune in for that.
Yeah, because I think that what's been really fun is obviously like Ida came to the party late, and whereas Vorag had this jack of all trades, master of fuck all thing going on.
100%.
I think what we've learned with Starfinder is that definitely max out into one area rather than try and make it easier. We've got a Steph back in the room.
Hi.
As we are just talking, as we've just gone live again, about...
I see. Man spreading, is it?
Yeah, 100%.
Fucking
Lads night. Lads night, mate. Where you been? Oh, look at that.
Don't
Come
worry.
in. You're not on the
I'm
street
an
for 2
alcoholic.
seconds.
It's empty.
Is there a chair I could nick, or which one could I
Yeah,
have?
the car seat's just there.
there should be plenty of chairs around, really.
Shut your fucking face.
Bring it on, mate.
Honestly, you get half a day with the lads and you become like this. Honestly, I'm never
Oi, oi,
leaving
mate.
again. It's Fanny and...
Yeah. Anything over there, just move. Do you manage to get yourself some food in the end?
Yeah, boy.
Awesome.
Fucking toast.
A little bit of toast, eh? We got that Marmite.
Yes.
We just discussed the
Get a hand there. Nice.
supremacy of Marmite.
You good?
So are you a Marmite fan?
Yes.
You're obviously a Marmite fan. You're not eating it because you hate yourself.
Oh, I fucking love it.
Anybody else here a Marmite fan?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not too.
Telling Yaz, I used to fucking hate it, and I avoided it for 20 years, and then one day I just tried it, and I can't get enough of it.
So I find that with foods I don't like anyway, I do try and keep eating them until I learn to like them again. But let's not digress with food. Let's talk about those level ups.
Yes.
So obviously, like you've managed to like not only break the cap of 18.
Yep.
Your racial trait was being capped because of that. So now you've gone from 18 to 22 on intelligence, which is exactly what the build was supposed to be for. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that profession come into use and also those intelligence-based stats. While Steph sets up, obviously, Roos, Alex, we, again, you took some stat increases, because that's the only thing you really get at
5th level.
5th level.
6th level, there's some goodies coming.
Yeah, because you get a stat increase in a feat, don't you? Actually, what feat did you take? James, for
Your
podcast
mum.
listeners.
Skill synergy.
Yes, cool. I know which one that one is, and we'll talk. That will come into play when that comes into play. So yeah, Alex, you obviously took the skill increases. So I know that your charisma is at 18, but you've not pushed that up. But you've pushed things like your dex up and stuff.
Yep. So my dex is +1.
Yeah, because I think this is something like Jack and I were talking about before streaming. Starfinder, although you have your key ability scores like everybody does in every TTRPG, Dex is quite important in this game for every weapon that fires and spells. Whereas Intelligence is great for those skill ranks, but obviously for your health and stuff like that. But for you, Charisma is like really important because obviously Solarian and everything, even though damage is based off your Charisma.
Yeah.
So it only really
I'm
stat
the
rise.
most uncharismatic Solarian.
Um,
What?
But I think it's not also just like in the words that you use. I think it's in your force of presence as well, and you've got like that big plumage and stuff. And I think that kind of fits into that. Obviously, Kaz, Jack, more stat increases for you.
Yeah.
Not hitting quite the 20 yet with the
No,
con.
I'm on my 19 on my constitution at the minute, so I'm one away from having a +5 mod. But yeah, I've got 18 on intelligence and wisdom, I think.
Done.
Yeah. Did you take any particular feat?
I did. I took a mobility, so I can move about a bit easier.
What's nice, I think. Do you mind me talking about that particular feat?
Yeah.
So, because I don't think it's one that come into play as like an RP thing. I think this is quite literally
It's a combat thing.
Yeah, and it's great because it means that if Kaz is to take an attack of opportunity against him, he gains a +4 to his armor class.
Nice.
Yeah, it's something that Nigel had. And he was built to be a tank like that as well.
Yeah.
And it just means that like tactically it means you can metagame and be like, well, I think they're going to get an attack of opportunity, but also they've only been hitting around this time. Yeah, I reckon with my 22 EAC.
Yeah. And then +4 on top of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I think we're straight up going down the hard ass.
It's a crab claw.
With a tiny little crab claw.
Yeah,
Oh,
today.
we're talking.
I've got a crab claw.
So, to which end we're obviously not paying Steph enough attention.
High five.
Let's talk about the envoy
barbaric.
stats increase because
Fucking wrong uns. It's a limb you're playing with.
you obviously had quite a charismatic build from the start, but you had really poor dice rolls for your original stats.
I
It was
did.
all. Wait, I say poor. They were not Calyx
They weren't
poor.
great.
They weren't great, but they weren't the worst. You were like pretty average across the board, like a lot of
Yeah.
0s and 1s.
Yeah.
But obviously, like you did have that 118. Was it 18 that you
I
had?
think it was 18.
Yeah, that was in your charisma, and obviously being an envoy, that is the skill
Yeah.
of choice. But obviously, you've heavily played into that till now. Have you changed anything else with this stat upgrade?
I have. So I've no longer got a minus to strength.
Right.
Because TJ has been doing canonically 1 pull-up every day. And it's paid off. So he now isn't so terrible with heavy things. He's just
I love the idea that you've been doing this 1 pull-up a day and it hasn't made a difference, and Desna's giving you the boon.
Yeah. Oh, babe.
You keep dreaming, big boy.
No, he does 2 a day.
1.5. Let's not be silly.
Obviously, Alex, did you take a feat as well? Because obviously,
No, I did not at 5th level.
did you not? I think everyone gets a stat
Yeah.
rise
No,
for
I,
feat.
I definitely got one.
Yeah.
Snap.
If you're going to prepare,
And then where
I'm
he goes,
going to
oh
prepare."
shit.
and then if there's a little asterisk next to feet,
Where am I going, sir?
Go on. Go on, creator.
and while Alex goes and sorts out his
You
character,
got 3 asterisks.
so you get to add the
2.
You got 2 feats you can choose. Yeah. He's 2 behind. Alright, start having a look at them, mate.
Yeah.
Check in next week.
Well, Alex realises why he's so underpowered.
That's Alex for the session.
Steph, what feat did you take?
I took the conspiratorial ally feat.
Useful.
So you've learned how to make friends by telling people what they want to hear.
Yeah,
And there's
it's
some stuff
pretty
in that, but I'm sure we'll discover that. Never.
Yeah.
Because I take useless feats.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
It's like we were talking earlier, you were like, oh, that's so situational, I'm really not sure. And you're like, that's so situational, take
Give
it.
it.
So,
Wiki,
So
see
much
my new
to
spell.
There's a lot.
yeah. You're going to want to really dive into those.
Yeah, I don't think I've got time tonight.
It's all right. You can start going through them because we're going to be fine. Because, yeah, obviously
Is that for curling?
we have now obviously woken up from this dream, this hive mind like trance state that you all ended up in. For you, TJ, Roy is back with you, and you've woken up in this the observatory again, where you were first greeted, and the stars were all around you and stuff. But then you wake up in that same circle that you were in. Skelkin is missing. Her data pad and armor's there, but nothing else. Roy is back in your possession, but feels like pins and needles to you, and you can't get a sense out of him.
Yeah.
Then the orb that Kaz had manifested is gone. But as you've had a look around, seen these 4 crystalline statues of these decimal that you saw before, but are now just crystal statues. Make your way into what was the butterfly garden. You see the Ent tree up there, and there's no doorways going up to any of those places anymore, but the roots like hang really low, and instead of that butterfly window, there's now one of these Iodara, this gateway that starts going and sparking with magic, and in front of it, a plinth with an orb on it. Calyx reaches out and takes the orb, and the Iodara begins to start locking into place. Mallard and Poached. Mallard has run off going, oh, the Bowie! And Mallard chasing after him. Roost kind of comes in and is like, look, we don't know where this is going to take us. She's like, look, don't underestimate Jean. That ship, we can get it back together. Don't worry. We'll see you either back at Cassiopeia or we'll see you back at Absalon. And with that, it shows you what, through this Iodara, this like painting through an archway, what Kaz believes to be another place on Kashoria, this same sort of like living dream, slightly different jungle-esque area. You guys step through. And that's where we're jumping back in as you go from this like very different temple that's a bit more cold than when you first turned up, and this almost like, you know, Ida's worked out there's some planar magic going on here, and then this Iodara that's not what was there before. You step through and that cold mountain air turns into humidity again, but not oppressive humidity. This is like when you were exiting or entering the edges of the Kashorian jungle. You cough, fly, and you find yourselves at a bit of a brook. You step through into broken stone, maybe small little buildings and trees, vines, all very overgrown, slight opening to the canopy above, where this not as dense pink-purple aurora is in the sky, and it's certainly nowhere near as dense as it was just a day ago for you guys. And the sounds of birds and wildlife is quite loud, and even as you step through, I mean, you're not making tons of noise. It's not that you're bursting through the jungle like a giant dinosaur or anything. You were just stepping through a portal that only the glyphs sort of made a noise, and the rest of it, it's not like, you know, an actual Stargate which it's, you know, relatively silent magic. And as you step through, you just find yourself somewhere back in the Kashorian lowlands. Calyx holding this orb. Okay.
Do we have any idea where we are? Anyone?
Calyx?
Yeah. Can you use your astral navigation?
It's daytime. I can't see the stars.
That's not navigation. That's a meteorologist.
What I could do is, and she takes out like one of these like little silk balls that probably got from a family, and puts it into her little compass, and it's like, and points off to a direction.
Smart, I like it.
I mean, that's saying that one of, you know, that my siblings are that way.
Follow that way then.
Onward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And you begin to follow the compass. As, you know, in this, you know, mid-afternoon travel. Is there anything you guys would do? It's definitely not as dense as the mid-jungle, as the Living Dream or anything like that. It's daytime. Those like bright colours aren't there. Those bioluminescence isn't present right now. It's just, it's like a thick forest at this point.
Do we need our environment protection where we are?
Nope. It's humid, but it's not.
Yeah.
Do we need a rest before we go down?
I mean,
I'm looking at it.
I am quite wounded.
I'm bleeding out of every orifice.
Yeah.
How am I cloaca?
Can I see if there's any plants nearby that I can use to potentially give TJ a little bit more health?
You can do a medicine check on them anyway. So this is something we were looking at earlier.
I can recover quite a bit of
26.
stamina.
So
Stamina.
you can actually do a thing called treat deadly wounds, which you can use a medicine check to restore hit points to a living wounded creature. This takes 1 minute, and the DC is based on the medical equipment used. So that's to check for like any kind of herbs and stuff like that. What did you roll?
26.
26. Yeah. So I'd say you find like some like decent like gauze like bushes that you can patch wounds with and stuff like that. You could find a few herbs that you're like, yeah, this has got the same properties of something that I might be able to use as something alchemically or medicinally. If you'd like to make a treat deadly wounds roll, you may spend a minute, you may roll a, it will be with those kind of things and that kind of check. I will drop it to a DC 15. Yep, and if you succeed at the check, you restore 1 hit point per level or CR of the creature you are treating. If you exceed the DC by 5 or more, you add your intelligence modifier to the amount. So,
Is that a medicine roll, is it? Or is it
yep, it is absolutely a medicine roll.
27.
Fuck. So you are going to get back 5 hit points for your level plus your intelligence modifier.
Plus 6.
So,
Nice.
11, yeah.
In health, is that?
Yep.
Tasty treats.
How does that make you look?
Somewhat better.
We're patched up. You can only do that once in a 24-hour period unless
Can
you're
I
in a medical
make
lab.
Drugs.
You can also make the same medicine check.
Beautiful.
I'd say the DC is still going to be 15 because of the herbs and stuff, and also things we were chatting about before.
Yes. Fucking hell, wrong one. 30.
Again, you get the 5 plus the plus you get to add a different modifier, don't you
Maybe
now?
add my constitution.
Because he's got different things.
Hardy boy.
It's still plus 4, but you know, so it's 9 HP to you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, as my work, my little nanites to sort of stitch up some wounds and.
Maybe actually together,
Ow.
you patch them up with like survivalist skills and like this these leaves and stuff, and then you use the nanites to infuse them in and like really help them like boost those properties.
I kind of feel this is like how I came into being, guys.
That's the Westworld style.
Yeah, no, something we were chatting about before on the if you're on the GM tools and look at quick reference, you can have a look down at all the skills, and one of them being medicine. Yeah, you can do treat deadly wounds, which is giving hit points back based on what equipment and stuff you use and DCs, which is really cool. Hey, Phaistos, bringing it all to you. But apart from obviously like spending a couple of minutes to patch up and stuff like that, it's in this moment that Roy would start being less and less fuzzy.
Oh, hello, Roy.
There is a searching feeling and a confused blankness to them that is, they don't know what's been going on. You get a sense that they're trying to search for their surroundings.
Yeah. I'll sort of try and fill Roy in as best I can, mind to mind, and then also kind of slowly move Roy over to the other orb that Calyx has got. Like,
and you get a very
familiar?
good sense of satisfaction. Can you make me a will saving throw, please?
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, dice needs to come out to play. That's what's something there. Ooh, will saving. 16. Instant death.
Yep.
Right, I'm off again, guys. Bye. Mommy, come back!
Sorry.
Sorry,
Check something.
you're dead.
You're dead.
While Ian looks something up, you go to Warrior Prince 3D and you can use the permanent
Taking my fucking
character.
job out as well. What's this bitch about? Honestly, I'm never
You've been to
leaving
the Isles of
again.
Scilly, not London. Look at this, you're taking my fucking job!
But it's the thing, it's Jimmy Two Fingers, Canon NPC. Let's see you try that oversized sweet cheeks.
I'll leave that to you, mate.
There you go.
But while Steph does that, you can go to www.
Stealing my bit? Jesus.
Warrior Prince 3D and use the code to the stars, which is a permanent code.
What's the one for Roleplay Press? Dragonborn 10. There you go.
It's not a competition, guys.
It is.
All right, put your dicks away. This pissing contest is over.
Yeah, mine's bigger.
Yeah, you failed. As you bring it closer, you reach out and just take the orb from Calyx, and you are. You feel a sense of. And Calyx like, whoa! And you guys are watching. TJ just takes it. there's no asking, there's no nothing. They just take it and they hold it to them, and it's almost like their eyes are not their eyes for a moment. They're like glazed over as you get a real sense that you've achieved something.
Ooh.
And there is that sense of
Achievement unlocked or theft.
no. It's
25
almost like you're
seconds.
searching to make sure it's correct and it's the right thing, and you're like, this is it, this is it, this is it. And then they start walking off in the direction that you were travelling anyway, but they are off. TJ?
TJ, you good?
Is nothing going through?
Caleb, what happened? I was.
I don't know.
I'll try and sort of get in front of TJ and be like, whoa, wait, what was going on?
You just see Ida just kind of press the bottom of his arm, and you see this disc as he asks to bring TJ back. This disc just comes under TJ and literally picks him up off the ground.
Is that a spell?
Yeah.
Okay, can you read that spell out to me, and then can you cast a spell, please?
Oh no, that's me going onto Discord. It is called Hover Disc.
Okay.
Aptly named.
yeah.
That's what it says on the disc.
Range 35 foot. You create a thin circular plane of force 3 feet in diameter and able to hover 3 feet above the ground. You can cast a spell. You give the disc a general instructions, which is bring her back towards me. Him back towards me, sorry. You can tell the disc to go to any location you're familiar with, where I'm stood, following these instructions without an error, even in travelling beyond the spell range. If you give the disc no instructions, it follows 5 foot behind you.
Perfect. Okay, as soon as it gets within 10 feet of TJ, it dissipates. TJ carries on. You try and get in front to stop them, and they are able to just push you out the way.
So then pull-ups.
In fact, actually, let's just give you a fortitude save, or I suppose fortitude isn't strength. Let's give you a strength saving throw, which is going to be essentially just an athletics check.
Athletics check.
That nat one? Yeah. Cool. TJ, it's not even like they're trying to shoulder. It's not even that. It's not even like they are trying to shoulder check you, but they do, and you just like, whoa! You're not expecting that kind of strength from TJ.
Testosterone-based power.
And that +1 really coming in strong now.
Oh no, +0.
Can I fly and just see if I can grab hold?
Yeah, 'cause I mean you've got snatch, haven't you?
That's incredibly traumatic for us all.
Let's just relax and enjoy the time. Yeah, well, it's snatch, do you say?
Yes, I think it's in your racial traits.
Traits and benefits. Oh yes. This functions as the grab universal creature rule, except for the Asparaxus must hit with 2 talon attacks.
Ooh!
We'll have those HP back.
Only one
mate.
talon must hit the target KFC.
Kind of a
KFC.
I say it.
Thank you for showing.
What do you want me to roll?
So you've been making 2 attacks.
I just want to.
Obviously, these are now because you're doing 2 attacks. They're at a -4. Obviously, you're
I
dead.
don't
You
want to
can do it
attack.
-2. You don't have to deal damage on an attack.
Okay.
But if you want to,
remember, it's
we're
at
not gonna stop you.
-2, and this is an unarmed strike.
Okay.
Nat 20.
That's a 9.
Okay. What's your current KAC?
19.
So you won't hit with 2 attacks, so we know that. Once more, they're just not moving in their normal way. And I think for you tracking somebody, you're like, right, they're going to be there. And then all of a sudden they like move, like TJ's not in control.
Shit.
They're not
You're on
running.
your own.
They're not running. They're not like despairing, but they are walking with purpose. For you, your mind is just flashes of images you can't quite make out yet.
Ooh.
Can I try and sleight of hand one out of TJ's hands? Like going behind them and kind of being like, whoop.
Please, I'm recently married.
Yeah.
21.
21.
Can you give me a reflex saving throw, please?
9.
Okay, so you get contact with it, and you just start seeing flashes of images, but you do manage to pop the it would be the one that's not Roy out of TJ's hands, and you manage to take hold of it. Calix is like, what's going on? You turn, and are just staring. And I need you to make an attack roll, please, as if it were a unarmed strike against Ida, please.
I think I just kind of like rolled with it and kind of like holding it.
11.
I'm assuming that doesn't beat your KAC. No. In this moment, this arm reaches out and tries to grab the orb, but you manage to stave it off, and then
I had a bad feeling about these fucking orbs.
you.
I bite him.
Bite.
There's like a pause, like a really long pause of like 6 seconds, 12 seconds, where TJ does nothing. And then you start coming back to consciousness. But I mean, like you are aware of like these images in your mind, but you're not quite sure of what's been going on. And then you watch sort of like this glazed look in TJ's eye, and you just get the sense that they've got it, they can't have it.
Oh.
Not from you, but from
From
Roy.
Roy.
Like, protect it. It's ours.
All right, Roy, chill. Chill, Roy.
You back with us, TJ?
I think so. Yeah. Roy went a bit rogue there, lads.
It wasn't just Roy.
Well,
No, yeah, but I wasn't. It wasn't me going rogue. It was Roy going rogue through me.
given the powers that orb has, is it any wonder?
No, given the potential Veskian nature of this dude. Roy seems like a really unfortunate name for a Vesk warrior now.
Maybe it's short for something. Oh wait, we named it.
I think
Royarak.
Royarak. Royarak Orbison.
I think no single person here can be holding more than one orb at a time.
Absolutely not.
Should we make that a rule?
Keep them separate.
Yeah.
Stow
What was
them on the
going
ship.
through your
Until we know
minds,
what the fuck's
TJ?
going on.
You just glazed in the next
Just
minute.
sort of.
Can you make anything out?
I was seeing things, but I couldn't understand. Was it kind of like if you're trying to read gap shit?
No.
Gap shit.
Ooh.
Technical.
So it wasn't like
Magazine.
when you're
Gap
trying to
shit.
read
It's
gap
literally
shit.
like every memory you've had, but also more memories than you would have had, were all playing at once, and it was like flashing between them all, and it was like you were searching for something.
It's like flipping through a data pad real quick.
Yeah.
Nothing ever was sort of sticking. But this is Roy is real protective over whoever's in here. Like it's a very much like gimme. But does it feel like a kind of like possessive or protective?
Good question.
I'm not going to have you roll a sense motive check. It was one and both.
Okay.
You wanted that orb possessively, you wanted that orb protectively, and you were going somewhere definitively.
Yeah. Am I still getting the feeling of wanting to go somewhere?
Yes.
Maybe we should go that way.
I mean, it's pulling in the same direction that you guys were heading anyway.
Well, now that you're at least back with us, I think we should follow that trail.
Yeah. Sorry about that, chap.
I don't worry
You're
about
clearly
it.
not in control, so
Yeah.
you can't be blamed. But
Calix, this is yours.
Thank you. And like, she's looking.
Yeah.
He's looking at you a bit like taken back.
Kalex, we can't be bunk buddies anymore because this is not going to work.
No,
let's be taken in turns.
I'm a little.
I'm so sorry I
I'm-
pushed you.
I'm a little worried.
It's fine.
That was.
Wasn't me, Kalex.
Yes, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
Okay, it's
problem.
like putting more food in their mouth.
Oh, no. One more lettuce leaf and no more.
Yeah, we should keep an eye on that. We need to find a. I mean, that. Like, brow sinks slightly.
Funky shit.
Let's go wherever that was heading
Yep,
and work things out there.
let's do that. That's a
Well-
good shout.
We were still heading the same direction,
Yes.
and we were following you that time, not you us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you guys, over the course of, you don't need a survival check when you're using that compass, and going back to where hopefully Calyx's family are still in the same place. After about 6-7 hours, maybe like mid-evening, you start coming towards the edge of
Thank fuck for that.
jungle territory, and what you see is a couple of miles away, the floodlights of Cassiopeia.
Hey.
You are coming at it from the what would be the northeast. So whereas you sort of went off northwest and north, you are now coming at it from a more easterly direction. Whereas when you arrived at Cassiopeia, you came at it from the south in this mesa that you were on before. Yeah.
At least we don't have to make that goddamn journey again.
Oh, can you imagine doing that twice?
No. I've been through some shit, but I mean, that was fucking awful.
No offense,
We've
Calyx,
seen
but why
what
do you
you've
guys do
been
that?
I mean, I've not heard of people coming back through archways and portals though. That's strange.
I mean, I consider this quite a unique.
Yeah. I think you're maybe a
event.
little bit special, Calyx.
Yeah.
What did we say?
I know, but
You'll
On
spoil
our-
your dinner.
On our data pads, would we have like a map of the area so I can almost like pin a location of where the portal was?
oh yeah, you fucking would. Yeah, I mean, I'd happily say that you were probably mapping along the way. Give me a survival check anyway, just because it wasn't something you've actively said you were doing.
No, 1 + 6, 7.
I mean, you roughly know it's northwest somewhere, but you're like, oh, is it a mile back? Was it 2 miles back?
Because we've gone so far already, I'm like, shit, should have done that a minute ago.
Yeah. And then with that, you guys start making your way across the open fields towards the field of flight, and
Has anything changed in our little journey?
give me a perception check.
2-week journey, basically, that we've had.
Are we all doing it? Sorry.
Yeah, you can do. The first thing that you notice is that you have comms with G33 again.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got 20.
Yep.
11.
17.
Just checking because I've forgotten what else I've added on my expertise. Cool. 22.
Cool. You can still see the Zephyr in the fields of flight. Sorry, the Orion's Hope, sorry, in the fields of flight. That has been has not moved since wherever you last left it in terms of like parking it up nicely and stuff like that. There's another ship there. There is a large freighter.
Oh, right.
Does it have any markings on it?
Geeky, pick up, please. Engineer,
Pick up.
talking.
Hello, Kaz.
Can you give us an update? We've finally made it back.
Yes, a freighter vessel came for the bi-weekly shipments, and it seems that the commander here, Ipo Namor, has impounded it.
Oh!
Good. Are there any hostiles upon the ship that are angry about not getting their shipment?
I believe there were.
Read between the
Alright,
lines.
Well, we'll be
Red mist.
we'll be sure to investigate and have a look.
Yes, I hope your trip
Imminently.
was successful. I could not find you on the ship sensors for some time.
It was somewhat successful. We've certainly been through some stuff, but we're here. We're on peace.
Just about.
Skelkin, unfortunately, not with us.
I'm
but,
not sensing her with you.
Yeah. Not really sure where she's gone. But,
Okay.
Did you sense a smaller ship coming down from the hills?
Not from the hills, but a vessel came in about 7 days ago, and Agent Wren left with another small entity.
fair enough.
They did leave a message, just saying that they would see you back at Absalom.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
They made it.
Look, I mean, I don't know about you, but a good rest on the ship might be in order here.
Really nice.
It'd be nice to be back home.
Can I not sleep in the airlock anymore, please?
Oh, I didn't mean that at all. You did that through choice.
All of this time,
Yeah.
there was a bed.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
You've got to go through a bit of hazing.
He's a-
Even though he's wearing a mask, you can just feel like the temper in his mouth.
Oh,
I
that's
think we see like the mask doesn't change, but the eyes just like shift across.
They just glow red instead of their normal blue.
Yeah, I think you've definitely earned a space on our ship.
I
Thank
will
you.
prepare.
engine room.
I will prepare the galley for you all.
Cool.
Thank you.
And you guys can start making your way across the plains and getting there slowly. As you approach, one of the floodlights leaves the fields of flight and it points out towards where you are, and you see these like poles around maybe like half a mile outside of the town, and they're like these little staves with like a blinking, very gentle red light that like not doesn't blink, but it like goes like slowly on.
Ebbs.
Yeah, ebbs ever so slightly, and you kind of like move past it, and you see that like as you pass the threshold, it like quickly flashes and then goes back to this slow ebb, and that's when the floodlight turns towards you, and then a comm comes in.
Is this a recent thing?
No, you passed them on the way.
Okay. Yeah.
Way in before.
What's the com?
Yeah.
It's EPO.
Ipo Inyama.
It would come up on Calix's data pad, but you can all tune into the same frequency and stuff. I trust that is Calix and crew all coming back from a place I did not expect you to come back from.
Well,
No, not the journey, but not people that make the journey usually tend to fly back in. They don't tend to come back from the east.
I think we get the feeling it's quite a unique journey that we've been on.
It sounds promising.
Yes or no?
Interesting.
Yeah,
There have been some developments here as well.
I can see that.
Find me when you get in. I will be in. Well, I'll come out to the field to
We
flight.
might
to meet
take a
you.
bit of a rest first before we,
That is fine.
if that's okay.
We'll put the kettle on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you? Am I welcome aboard?
Of course you are Ipo Inyama.
I will get my bugging devices ready.
You can have the airline.
Alright guys, let's go.
I will see you back at your ship then. I will wait for you by the fields of flight. And EPO discommunicates, and after a good half an hour walk, you find yourselves entering the fields of flight. You see this large, long freighter, and then you see the Zephyr Horizon, the Orion's Hope. This beta class vessel of yours. You see that it's mostly powered down. Doesn't need to be on. You can see some lights on the inside, like essential power. That's about it. But as you approach, you start seeing of lights from around the thrusters, but also inside, as you can see that it's turning itself on for you. The back hatch comes down, and as you sort of are approaching, you'd be approaching from the nose anyway. This yellow energy being in Dynatech official clothing, not wearing armor, just wearing their standard. And they're not carrying weapons or anything like that. They've got their moat flying around them, but they're like, "It is good to see you, Calix. I see that you have not made the transition. That is, I'm glad to see that you made a choice in the end. That is fantastic, and I'm glad to see that most of you are here. Have we lost another person?
Well, lost, but not in the sense of hopefully not dead.
You still want to keep going?
Got out of my pants.
Yeah, you're currently wanting to head to. If you're in the fields of flight, I can't remember where something is. You're not forced off at this moment. I'll try and find it in a bit for you, but like you still want to head.
Yeah, so got that little tug.
Yeah, like it's more than a tug. It's now like I really want to go somewhere. Like I really don't want to be. I do want to be here, but I want to be there.
Yeah.
And it's like it's close. The rest of you is like, please. I'm so sorry to hear that Skulkin is not with you.
We have no idea, honestly.
Okay.
We've experienced many hallucinations and manifestations, all of which has whooped our ass.
So hurty.
Yeah.
Is Andromeda okay, she's still here. Yes, Andromeda is fine.
That bit's never gonna die.
She just keeps holding on.
Never let things go.
I believe she will be asleep now, Calyx, but
Forever.
Unrelated.
I wish. And he loves her. He
Pain
absolutely
in my
adores her.
ass.
But
will be mine.
Her and her one limb.
if it is rest that you need, and yeah, you guys can lead him on board, and like it's like as you're climbing the ramp, you're like looking over your shoulder, like, am I going the other way? Like, there's like maybe like a gap between north and east, where that river bit is. You want to kind of go in that direction.
Chill, Roy.
For the rest of you, home. The Orion's hope, as it's like, and it is kind of like it's both this strange, sterile environment compared to the Earth that you've been around for the past sort of week and a bit, with a mix of like engine oil and electricity, the smells of a ship, which I think for some of you is home, for some of you is something that was still relatively new to you, maybe got used to, and then now you're like, oh yeah, this is what it smells like. For others, it's freedom. It's you're back on the hope.
I think Kaz would definitely have a little bit of smirk on his face, just trying to like, see his little tech workshop and just be like, thank fuck for that.
Yeah.
Just chilling in the hammock,
Yeah.
just staring at the ceiling.
So you're heading like through the ship and into the galley or anything like that. G33 would pipe up. It's like over the like intercom. It's like, welcome home.
Good to be home.
Glad you're back.
I think I was like laying out some just shit that I was carrying with me. Just,
Yeah, I'm gonna stash these big bits of gold teeth that I found.
oh fucking hell, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'll just probably just try and get some rest.
Yeah. Epo obviously will come on with you and just like general chat, make sure you guys are all right. Talk about how he's glad that you guys are back safely. But they will bring up. I have obviously replied to Rena and let her know that you would be willing to talk, but you wanted to do some things first.
Did she respond?
She is okay with this, but bear in mind that now you're back, depending on where you go next. There's a lot that's a time difference between sending a message and getting back.
Yeah.
The communications that we have sent between each other have had to be rather small and cryptic, so I don't have much in the way of. We have information. Where Jamaican came from there. I don't have much in the way of information for you, but I do not think it will be openly back on Absalom Station.
Somewhere else.
Or try to get a message there before you arrive.
And we do have lamp
You have one of the long range
on my back. Yes.
that will help you.
So what's the deal with the freighter?
And you see a smile as they switch out, and Neymar comes out.
Oh, it was that kind of day, was it?
Oh, it really was that kind of day. They are beaming like you've never seen napalm.
He brought it,
Oh, that kind of day.
Look out there. Everything's on fire.
Oh, that's the deal.
I mean, actually, give me a perception check because I just probably should have done that as you guys get closer.
For fuck's sake.
28.
23.
Unnatural 20.
6.
Again, you don't see it.
You're just looking for your bed.
Yeah, like, is this mine? Is that mine? But on, literally, the entirety of one side of that ship is just popped with like laser burns from azimuth laser rifles and stuff.
Tidy.
Decent.
And Neymar is like, well, when it arrived, we knew we were going to impound it, and there were last of us left. We were not expecting what we found. The shipment was. There were a few people in Dynatech clothing, but the rest of the crew were goblins.
Okay.
Ooh.
And it was a very interesting few minutes for us.
Had they been pirated, taken over, or what? I mean,
Oh, the goblins were clearly pirates.
Okay.
They are all dead.
Good.
Yeah.
I think.
Goblins are not smart.
Anything of worth on the ship?
The ship was to be loaded with the latest shipment of silk.
Yes.
So the vessel was quite empty, but the crew on board, they were
Dealt with.
Oh, they were dealt with.
Are there any survivors?
Oh no. We arrested the Dynatech officials. They too were pirates, but the goblins, they just wanted to scrap. And, well,
No,
me and
scrap
Tomo,
now.
we were happy to oblige.
Did you find where the shipment was going to?
Yes. It was going to Broken Rock.
Broken Rock.
The last of the pirates, well, they were rather willing to give up information. And it seems that they would have been heading back to Broken Rock to then switch over with a more human crew and then offload certain aspects of excess silk, and then they would have taken everything back to Dynatech, including the eggs.
Just out of what part of Broken Rock?
I do not know. It's there, the docks of Broken Rock are about the only thing that I know of, but it is a place that only really pirates can get to. It is quite a mystery for many reasons. They keep it quite secluded and they keep it quite hidden. All we know is that you apply a little pressure to some lower goons and they will give you a lot of information. And you see, he is smiling.
It's been a good day then, hasn't it?
Oh, this was a good 4 or 5 days ago.
And still
Still
living on the
going strong.
high.
It was very
You
interesting.
gotta take the win, huh?
Well, I mean, since we have uncovered the coup here and the mutiny of pirates, it's nice to see this one before it happens.
Absolutely.
That's fair. So, have you found a way to Broken Rock?
No,
Have you gone through logs or?
the logs are completely clear. Only somebody with the exact coordinates would know where to go.
Hi guys.
Okay, for Ida and go.
Yeah, we can.
Okay. I will ask no questions on that one there.
Best not.
I do not want to know.
I
And
want to know.
they shift back into Epo, and Epo looks a little bit disgruntled. I apologize for my soul companion. He can be a little
Badass.
Boisterous.
boisterous is definitely a word, but that is one of the reasons we are companions. We do not know where the coordinates are, but if you are connected in some way, I will turn a blind eye since you have helped.
I would.
I am not an official law enforcer. I am but a member of a defense team for a militia.
The less you know, the less you have accountability for.
I think that right there is exactly why Neymar is going away. Somebody has dreams and ideals from storybooks as a child. Ones I do not share.
Was it the Mousel cat?
It was definitely not. That place is just filled with poverty.
What you said about Tom Balcock?
But
Real niche, guys.
unless there's anything else that you need from me for the time being, we have been on pretty tight lockdown from Dynatech here. We have made an official report to Dynatech stating that there was a mutiny within the defense teams and that people were getting restless and that we think there was a pirate involvement to steal silks. We have not mentioned the laboratory. We have not mentioned you. We have stated that you have not arrived.
Probably should know. We did bump into internal affairs on the mountain.
From Dynatech.
Yep. Yeah.
They tried to go over the mountain, but they crashed.
Turns out there is a mountain too high enough.
It's not a valley too low though.
But they know that. But they know that you are here.
Yeah, but it's okay. We're cool. They get it. They're like they're on the level. I'd say, wouldn't you guys?
Could I have a name, please?
I think it was
DCI
Gene
Gene.
Scrambled?
No,
Poached, that was it. Poached. DCI Gene Poached.
And then Alex Mallard.
There you
Mallard.
Kept calling us bastards.
Yeah, you really like that word.
I do not know internal affairs. I know of the department, but I do not know these particular individuals. I will check with Rina about it, but
News to me.
if internal affairs are here, but they are not here, that is strange, since we put in the report that obviously
They were looking for us specifically about the couple of incidents that had happened in Dynatech while we were on Absalom Station.
But how did they know you were here?
Oh yeah. How did they know we were here?
Well,
You've not got
Rena
trackers in
Rena
your teaching.
No, we checked.
Rena knew, no? She knew we were here.
Rena speculated that you were coming here because Kimpaya had told her.
Unless
It was
there
the
might
order
be some
from-
whispers around Dynatech. I don't know.
It was
Can
the order
I-
came from Kimpaya to arrest you or kill you
Can
on sight.
I do a culture check to recall knowledge about anything I might have heard about Dynatech's internal affairs using my special corporate agent stuff?
Yeah, of course you can.
Reduce the issue by 5.
Come on.
That is 14 plus 22.
I mean, internal affairs is usually you'd hear it in places of law and stuff, or you'd hear it in places of like authority. To have an internal affairs department within a corporation is more like having. You would expect it to be solicitors or legal or HR. It's odd that it's a detective. It's really, really weird.
Did he
But
just
then,
make up his own department?
I mean,
you
the
might get
inspector
that
calls?
sense of.
and now that I'm thinking about it,
Now that I actually know,
there's no
because
Dynatech uniform we saw.
Yeah,
No
absolutely
badge.
no Dynatech
yeah,
uniform.
No
no,
badge.
that's the thing. And also, like, we just met them on the mountain,
Yeah.
and we had the. To be fair, the meal was a whole thing, and then we had the.
Mm.
I don't think those guys.
Were they real?
They were definitely. Nah, it's got to be real,
We were
right?
hallucinating mere moments after. And the stream
Maybe
snake.
we should talk to Historia.
Yeah.
But even after we left the manifesting and stuff, they were there. And Skelkin wasn't. Are we awake now?
I just cast in the arm.
Simulation.
21
Lation.
KAC.
You stay back, stay back.
That's No, I think they were real.
I think they're real. I think they were lying about Dynatech
Mm-hmm.
internal affairs.
Where did you guys get this ship from?
Your mum.
She's dead, thank you.
I mean, bear in mind that you all got to see Mallard's
I killed her.
thoughts, and you got to see Mallard's.
Oh, so we do. Yeah.
So, you think that they're as real as you are. You didn't see Jean's because Jean wasn't there in the hive mind.
Can I
Does he not have dreams?
get in touch with Mallard now? Just be like,
Here.
In a minute.
Give her a call. Ring her.
Are you ringing or texting?
ringing.
And you see, like, the holographic image comes up, and you see from the inside of some kind of cockpit or something. Hey, Roos, how's it going?
Yeah, good, thanks. I just wanted to double check something. You real?
And there's a visible look of confusion.
Well, sorry about that. I just we
Yes?
don't quite understand how you were able to find us in the beginning.
I mean, that was all Jean. Jean was the one that, I'm his assistant.
Gene?
And you just hear in the front, it's like, a bastard, it's a fucking bastard.
Can you put Jean on the phone?
Yeah.
Boss, and like there's like a few beeps and stuff, and then the image changes to like a heads-up display, and you see like a two-seater cockpit, and it's in flight, and you see like a afro-haired sweatband on, and it's like pulled up even higher this time. It's like pulling the hair back, and this big bushy mustache. coat like collars like up, and it's the bastards. You made it back all right then.
Yeah, we did. Thanks. Can I ask you something? How did you find us on the mountain? How did you know we were going to be there?
And there is a long pause. I think it was just luck.
I mean,
Bullshit!
I mean, I'll roll a sense of motive,
Yeah.
but I'm like,
Yeah.
come on.
Can I do that as well?
Oh, fuck you, man.
Fuck you.
10.
27.
33.
Oh, yes.
4.
Hard to read. Hard to read. Hard to read. There's something.
Son of a bitch.
The words were chosen carefully. There is a truth to them. There's like a lie in there. Look, we were looking for you. We found you by coincidence, sure. You helped us out. Hopefully we helped you out, but we gotta find those bastards that did that to the company.
Where are you heading?
I need to write up my report. I'm going back to Absalom Station.
Can you come here first?
We can add more to your report. Wink, wink. Diplomacy.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Something I'm really bad at.
Can I?
Yeah, that one.
Can I do that?
Have you got?
Okay, I will let you roll one, and if people want to add to it,
Okay.
Maybe.
25.
25.
That's pretty fucking good.
I haven't got long. Mallard, turn this thing around. You're driving, boss.
Yeah.
You bastard.
Send me your coordinates.
And I'll just forward the geo map. Or whatever. Pin.
Just land on the freighter.
God, you guys are quick. 2 seconds.
God, you're good.
God,
Thank God.
You gotta think that you guys have travelled like half of a fucking continent in like minutes
we're very speedy.
compared to
Yeah, we're just that good.
they have.
It's so good.
What do you
Oh,
think
James's blue D4s around here, so I was going to roll for that, but it's not there anymore. I'm just going to roll up a D4. Hang on.
The fuck.
Whilst,
Give me a few hours. We'll be right there.
Okay.
What
What do you think's going on? Because there was a visible pause right there.
Well, it was it wasn't.
Gene out.
Imagine it wasn't entirely a deception. There was deception in it, but there's something going on with that man, and
Tell me about it.
I'm very intrigued by him because now I'm thinking about it. Internal affairs. It would just be HR. It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't seem like someone from HR.
And you
No.
think about those memories and that like second floor internal affairs part where it's a wooden door with a post-it note on
Yeah.
it, compared to the rest of the buildings.
I think he's
A private investigator.
a PI. He's not an IA. He's a PI. He's renting out office space.
He started his own thing, and he's gone.
I mean, we'd love an
he's-
entrepreneurial.
He's going
spirit.
to try and go in the big leagues.
Maybe.
Maybe he found a thread and he's digging.
Maybe it's a thread that might help us. Because I don't know about you lads, but after seeing everything we saw, Absalom's a calling, isn't it?
Yeah, we could use as many allies as we can get.
Yes.
I mean,
I say, fuck their ship up when they land, so they can't leave.
isn't there someone on there you care
Yeah, I
about?
thought you liked this
Oh
one.
no, I don't want to kill them. I mean, like they just can't
I
get
just
away.
meant to name. Seriously,
Just a couple of fingers,
Just very badly disfigured.
maybe an eye, maybe two.
I mean, we can just take the
Jesus
power core out and.
Well, we can just invite them to tea, and it'll be. We can.
How much do we tell them?
Well, they've seen a lot of it anyway, haven't they?
They've
Well,
been
they
in our
know.
minds.
They know
We-
about
Malin
the
has.
fucking.
I will be very
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah.
Only
We
one of
want
them
to
has.
find out about.
They know about the orbs.
Because I expect she's probably telling him everything. So maybe we because last time they kind of caught us in a sort of environment where we had to explain ourselves. Maybe this time we good cop bad cop them and be like, tell us the truth. You can't handle the truth.
I mean, it's got to be a bit of back and forth.
Mm.
You know, you tell us something, we'll tell you something.
Because he didn't experience what we experienced. He was pretty separate to all that.
He just woke up rather than.
Maybe he's not who he says he is.
I wonder if they've got some mushrooms that will help him
I got
loosen
one.
his lips.
There's,
I had that comment earlier.
Just also going to point out that might go very poorly for us if we're trying to get information out of him. You've seen what happens to this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
gets
That's what
fucked
gave me
up.
inspiration.
Catatonic.
like, he's got a cover story.
Yeah.
Quite clearly, he has a cover.
We just need to
We could ask
poke
Alex
holes in it.
Mm-hmm.
what
Yeah,
she knows
absolutely.
about him. I could have a one-to-one.
No, is that what you want? Is it? I don't know what I mean by that.
Well, look,
You know exactly what you mean by that, TJ.
I mean, I'm going to ask them some questions.
What's this?
I don't know.
I'll show you a book.
Why does
I'll
it
show
make
you a
me feel
video.
tingly?
yeah,
We'll,
no,
we'll,
but-
we'll
Yeah.
load up a video, TJ.
Things are happening in my body. I don't like it.
We'll load up the Vesk and the bees.
I will conquer you now!
Death by Snoo Snoo.
Death by Snoo Snoo!
Why is he so angry?
Unconscious people don't want tea.
Calyx, however, is like, I'm gonna go spend some time with my family. I don't know how long I've got left here.
Calyx.
Leave him be.
It'll be alright.
He's had a tough time.
Yeah. Salad's good for you, right? Cake.
Calyx.
Second on the lips, lifetime on the hips.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna go spend some time with my family tonight.
That's fair. Yeah.
Take it easy on yourself, kiddo.
Well, I think I'm gonna be all right. I think.
Do you want to keep the orb?
Probably good to keep them separate.
Yeah, I'll keep
Yeah.
it on me. I want to go talk to Andromeda in the morning anyway, and I'm gonna take it with me. Maybe keep an eye on.
Roy
You don't
really
mind.
wants to go to the river, but he's gonna have to wait.
Yep. What he said.
Yeah.
Good.
Calyx will exit the ship and head off to north, and
Catch you tomorrow.
Epo is like, I will also retire for the night. If you need me, you know I am. Otherwise, I'm glad that you are all right. It's good to see you again.
And you, Epo, and Neymar.
It is good to see you all as well.
You're glowing.
Good job on the old prayer. Good job.
Ligorous of the amphitheory.
But yeah, and they will exit the ship, and
I can't get a long rest now because Gene Poacher's coming on his fucking way, isn't he? 3 hours time or something.
Bloody Jane. Well, do we want to have? Should we make some dinner?
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
coffee?
I mean, it's still only like mid-evening anyway.
Oh,
So,
definitely
I
have
mean,
some
late
dinner.
evening by the time that, we can skip forward, you guys can have some food, and yeah, it's about 2.5 to 3 hours later when, over the comm, G33 is like, a vessel is approaching.
Can I say I'll just take a short rest in that time?
Yep, absolutely.
Fire everything!
Rose, no! Shorty.
Terminatus. Adeptus Terminatus.
Very good, bro.
You want to ping them, Bruce?
Yeah,
As they're close.
Sure. Ping.
Yeah.
I don't mean literally ping.
Hey.
What do you mean? Like,
Well, just you let them know that we're ready to talk.
Okay.
Yeah,
Should we?
you see it's
Permission to board.
received, and there's like a thumbs up back.
Yeah.
And then this small vessel lands. It's all pretty well together, and yeah, it lands, and the canopy slides up and back as Mallard pulls herself up quite gracefully, and Jean, you bastard! She's like struggling, and obviously he's like a lot shorter than she is, and like she like hops down and then has to like pull on these two little rivets, and then like a ladder comes down, and Jean like comes down as Duster hits the ground before he does.
give them both a nod.
from the ship. And they look. Jean starts moving towards the freight. She's like, boss. And he moves over towards the Orion's Hope. And Mallard, where?
Hi.
Are we doing this through comms or are you going to let us on?
Oh, come in, come in.
Geeky, come on.
You let them on. Oh, it's a very good ship, isn't it?
Would you like a cup of tea? Some space whiskey?
Oh.
Now you're talking.
Captain's finest, and I'll...
And like, as
Or
like they come up
annoying.
the lift in the engine bay, this like little one-person lift where it's like Mallard and then Jean, both on it. It's like, like you just see like Mallard comes up first and she's like just gently smiling. Those kind of like wide green eyes just looking towards you through the door in the galley. As Jean is like, you know, they step through into the galley and
What are we gonna? I gotta take TJ to the side. What are we gonna say? We're gonna...
We're just going to butter them up first, keep it nice and easy breezy. I'm just going to ask some questions about Dynatech. And we'll see where we go from there.
Okay.
Right, and I'll come in with a little glass of whiskey. There you go, DCI gin pouch. Alex, would you like anything?
water, please. It's been a few days since I've had some good water.
A glass of water.
Don't
Please do
think we
take
got
a seat.
rain.
Welcome to the
Jean.
Orion's Hope.
Oh, that's the good stuff, isn't it?
Isn't it just?
And then he like sits on that big couch that you've got, puts his feet up on the table. He's like, now, I was on my way back, but obviously you've said you've got information for us. What is this information?
Well, it's more what you can.
Have you got any milk?
But for the whiskey?
For the whiskey?
Aye.
Sure. Put like a carton of milk on the table. I don't know what your ratio is, so have at.
Starts pouring it in. Go on then.
Cool. Well,
It's a slow pour.
we more had a sort of. We were just worried that we hadn't quite given all the information that we could have to you, but we were also a little bit I mean, because I've worked in Dynatech my whole life, and I've never come across internal affairs. I'm very interested in the department. I was wondering if you could, you know, if I do end up having to go back, I might be interested in a department shift.
Yeah. No, internal affairs is quite new. He stands up. Turns up to face the wall.
When you say quite new, how new? Because I'm quite new.
But a year ago now, it turns out that some very unsafe products were put into clothing and armour that the company were making.
These wouldn't have to be silk products, would they?
No!
Oh.
And like, they're still facing the other way. It's like, it were lead. And mercury.
Oh dear.
And aye, it were in weaves at clubs, but damn it, it was hurting people. And then they were exposed, the company were. And they vowed to never do it again. So they made the position of internal affairs to always look into the best interests of the company to try and keep it square on. And that's when I, DCR Gene Putch, and he stood up, turns around, like he's in a chair. That's when I stepped in. Order! Duty. Bastards.
Great slogan. Can I sense motive that to see how much of that is real, or to check whether he truly believes it?
Yes.
If anyone wants food, please look at
Oh,
Discord.
cool.
If they're wanting them.
24.
What did you
Oh.
Do I need to come outside for a whisper?
I'll come on to you.
Wish.
Somebody do an ad read.
Sweet nothings. Not James.
Royal Trade Press, you can get a discount code using Dragonborn 10. Gets you 10% off any of those lovely DM D&D books to help you come up with things on the fly. And there's also Warrior Prince 3D with the code to the stars to also get 10% off.
And I, we're all over the news. But it was just me, one man. One man. Until Mallard. And he raises this glass of separated whiskey and milk. Joined the crew. And now we've been fighting injustices within the company, right? Trying to root out any evils and make sure that everything is above and beyond board.
That's incredible. That's amazing. I'm surprised that marketing hasn't been all over this. Has entertainment's not approached you guys for, a TV show or anything?
Why would they, in the grim darkness of internal affairs,
So dramatic.
when everything's on the line, the reputation, everything? Why would they? They wouldn't want it to get out again, not like that. That's why I'm there, to make sure it doesn't get out in the first place, to make sure that they're doing things right, that they are held accountable. We are held accountable.
Who pays you?
This is Ian thinking, because he would be quite quick off the draw. HR, obviously.
HR. Oh yeah, have you met HR?
Yes.
Great Lashunta girl, right?
Give me a deception check.
Fluff, isn't it?
Yes.
21.
Okay.
Oh no, hang on. I've got my XPs on that.
Sorry.
27.
They look at you with a cocked eye. I do have the book around here somewhere.
Cocked eye.
Look at you with a cocked eye. There you go. Thanks.
Ooh, chunky pen.
And they... But when I met them, they weren't a organic life form.
Very good, Gene. Very good.
Hang on a minute. What do you mean very good? I think it's sentimental. I will point out I've got 3 5s in a row.
Oh, wow.
Aye, well, I'm paid by company to make sure company's on proper. Alex here's my assistant. And there'd been trouble in lobby
In lobby.
and on some higher floors, but I was told that you had been stolen and that you had all run off with company property. Now, I can't attest for being Scottish. I can't attest for you being a living being or an AI. To be honest, it's hard to think of you as an AI when you're so wordy.
I mean, I can literally show you all the biometrics that we've taken.
Got all my scans, I've had all my shots.
There is a quick turn to you. And Malad is like, could you share that with us, please?
We
I
could.
think I'd be more comfortable sharing if I knew we were getting the whole truth. Gee.
You can't handle the truth!
No, you can't handle the truth!
No, you can't handle
No,
the
you
truth!
can't handle
Look,
the truth!
damn it!
Ian now can't read his notes.
No, they're fine.
Was
What?
it Epsilon?
He rips off his sweatband, and it's like tan-lined.
Fuck it.
I don't answer to you. But if you want my help, then you're going to need to give me those answers that I want from you.
And what is it you want?
I want to know what's going on here.
Right now? Because we're just having a chat and some drinks.
Come on, you know.
Why
you
you've
mean
called
the
us
whole
that?
I couldn't help
TJ.
myself.
What's this
Right there.
information you've got? You were clearly involved in 2 incidences within the company, and you're holding something back.
I mean, can I pull?
Go
Can I
for
pull
it.
aside?
Go
Yeah.
for it, yeah.
Right. Can I just talk to my comrades for a second?
Aye.
Thank you. You can.
Mallet!
We'll dramatically go.
She's just like,
This guy's really good.
Look,
Practice your dramatic entrances when we call your name.
a lot of rolling going on. If we really believe that what we've done is right, we have no reason not to tell them.
I think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Agreed.
it's just.
All cards on the table.
Yep.
Yep. I did nothing wrong, but yeah.
you know when you're doing something wrong with your mate and they drop out first, like, I never did anything. I never did anything.
What do you mean?
I was in holding, mate. Can't prove anything.
Alright,
All right. Yeah.
we'll lay it out on line.
Reconvene.
2
Yeah.
seconds.
Okay. Let's not
Are
convene.
you trying to be quiet there?
Probably.
Can you roll
yeah.
stealth checks, please?
Oh, fucking Jesus. No, that's not wrong. That's not.
I'm going to be taking the average of this roll as a group.
Is a 24 for me.
14.
Also 14.
19.
So 19 is the average for that
Nice.
group.
Sick.
Tiny.
Fine, tidy.
Can I have perception checks for everyone, please?
No.
Fucking
fucking rolling shit.
Yo.
28.
12.
27.
10.
Okay, you two in particular, as you're having this conversation, Jean's got his back turned. Madeleine's like, and then like is talking to him, and then you just see like her ears twitch, and she's also like blindly typing away on a data pad.
There'll be no need for that.
Sorry, what?
Put it away. We're
We-
gonna talk to you.
we
You
saw
don't
you
need to
typing.
sneak.
Forgive me. Old habits die hard.
Sure. It's alright. No harm, no foul.
But
Sorry, Bruce.
Don't worry about it, it's fine.
that's good. We're level 5 now. We have to work a bit
That's
harder
actually
for those breadsticks. But
Email
she's like,
HR.
but if you do have more to say, now would be the time, maybe.
Oh, we absolutely do.
Yes, yes.
Look,
Salam, believe
Beautiful.
if you can share that information with us, just. And she looks to you. Please believe me, it can go a long way.
Do you want to get up my body so they can have a good old
Should we start with
look? Let's start with that. You know, they've asked about it.
Okay.
Let's show 'em my bones.
Oh, I'll show like a hologram, which is probably like a sort of exoskeletal image of
Like the
TJ.
David
Yeah, they're
mistake.
proper T-posing.
Last time you saw one in that position, they were being
Yeah.
bisected. Just saying.
Yeah.
But maybe it's like overlaid
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
a picture of you, you know.
Yeah.
But there's all like bar graphs and everything of showing you this is.
So Jean comes across and is like, and goes to plug into your data pad.
I mean, take it.
Plugs into your data pad, and that information begins to transfer across automatically.
I will know if you take any more than just that.
Aye, that's fine. Bastards.
As soon
He
as,
start-
as soon as I see like a download complete or transfer, I'll blog it for him.
Yep, no, absolutely fine. And he doesn't even.
Yep.
But he's like, he is now enthralled by this.
So yeah, I mean, as soon as I found out what was going on, I mean, we took that scan pretty sharpish.
Yes.
Aye, and where was this scan performed?
Here.
On this vessel.
Yeah. I'll show him over to the tech shop. Show him probably the table that maybe had you on.
Yeah.
And he begins to like ask about, and these are like genuine tech questions about like validation of AI, about what the system is, what. And he's starting to ask all the relative questions that you would. I mean, give me a computers check.
21.
He's asking the right questions for like ascertaining validation of proper information without it being doctored. This is clearly ascertaining the truth of your accusation.
Yep.
Mallard, it's like, what else? And there's a change now.
I mean, piece for piece. We'll give you one bit. You give us one bit.
I can tell. I will try and answer honestly if I can.
And Jean.
I cannot speak for DCI Gene Poach. And you just hear like that. He's like scrolling like you just hear bastard, bastard. They are now probably separated by like the engine room and the galley.
Okay.
You were probably with Gene in the engine room if you were keeping an eye on him in the computers.
Yeah. yeah.
I imagine you're still with Mallard. The rest of you, it's up to you where you are.
I'm probably with
Yeah.
the tech bros.
Tech
Yeah,
bros.
okay.
Yeah.
Do we have any specific questions we want to ask?
I mean, yeah. Why, Jean? What prompted you to really go into internal affairs? Because I mean, lead and mercury is one thing, but the passion with which you execute your work belies something more, something personal.
He turns away from the computer with his arm still behind it like that, downloading the bits that he needs. And it's towards you guys at this point, so it's like... Epsom Comprehensive was a tough place to do your learning. And...
Landing. Oh shit.
I tried hard to be the best that I could be there, and I tried hard when I left there to join Absalom Security Forces, and for a time I was happy, but the corruption, I couldn't take it. Turns back. And I knew it wasn't right for me. I watched good people become bad cops. Money, credits, UPBs, crack.
I had it all.
It's just too much for some people. It's too Moorish.
Especially the crack.
Ah, it's good. I've dabbled in it a few weeks at a time, but...
Gotta make sure it's pure. Yep.
But really, no, that corruption's root and stem. I left, and I did become a private dick for a while. But when you've been dicking about for so long, there's only so much you can uncover that's already corruption. It goes all the way to the top, damn it. Bastards. Download complete, thank you. And I didn't know what to do. I was lost for a long time. And then this job came up. Another corrupt corporation just looking to take advantage of those with cheap labour and cutting corners. But they were looking like they were really going to make a difference. Looking out for themselves. Dynatech, they were after a future perfect. And I just, after that expose on the mercury and lead in that clothing, I knew I'm the man for the job.
Who posted the ad? Where did you go for the interview?
Dynatech Tower. The job was posted on many of the job sites.
www.jobsite.dynatech.com
Dynatech/jobs.
/apply.
It was a new department they were creating. One that had not been there before. They said the office would be small and it would be a small operation and that I'd be heading it up, and with a previous experience of dicking about, I was the right man for the job.
Who interviewed you? If you had an interview.
Were you the interviewee?
It was a long name, but it was the HR AI.
Okay.
H-Bad.
H-bad. Can I sense motive that whole story, please?
You can indeed.
Okay.
Can I help TJ?
If you have sense motive as a trained skill,
I do.
if you can roll higher than a 10, they get a +2 to
Is
this.
that a trained skill, right? That's
Yeah.
gotta be- yeah.
Blue is trained, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck me.
You've only got green.
It's fine. Green or blue, it's fine.
Oh.
You've got skill
That
rating.
was an 18,
Yes, you get a +2.
Makes
Plus
it a 34.
26.
Expertise.
He's coming back again.
Finally, I'm
Do we both
useful.
get from it? No.
Another ad read from somebody, please.
Fucking Warrior Prince 3D, mate. You want your miniatures? Anything you can think of? You can go talk to Richard over there.
He's a good guy. I've messaged him
He's some,
before, and
some
he's very
fucking boy.
happy to oblige.
Yeah, and you can get a discount with our code. To
Any
the
minis
stars.
you like the look of, just send him an
Yeah.
image.
Yeah,
And
You can even go down to
find
Happy
the,
Piran, he's selling them in there
that's
now.
very true. If you're local, Truro, there you go.
Being that close to your ear, I'm very aware that I've been drinking a lot of sugar. I'm like, oh god, I'm melting your ear.
It's alright because I'm also like, I smell like the sea.
Right.
Okay. Well, interesting DCIG poach. I mean, you are among friends here, and we know.
Friends!
Fuck it, TJ's talking, mate.
It's not time for your monologues.
We know.
Monologues.
You know, DCIG and poach, and I'm gonna like pull up the collar of my cape a little bit and turn away.
There's an audible gasp.
Flick it. I was once set alone in a place I thought was my home. Considering divorce.
He's like that to you. He's gonna rhyme. He's gonna rhyme.
Alone in my home. No one to phone.
Oh, good, he's
And I
good.
thought to myself, I am friendless in this world. But you know what? There was hope. There was hope. And amongst my friends here, I have learned that it's okay to be vulnerable and to share experiences, because actually, as we've found, a lot of those experiences are interlinked. And the bastards that go all the way.
Just a tear falls in his eye.
The bastards in those corporations who don't care about the little guy, the working man.
Those bastards.
Thank you, Ida. They know all the truths, and they try and keep it from us. And it's our job as blue-collared, straight-laced individuals to share those truths with each other, don't you think?
Give me a diplomacy check. In the other room with you and Mallard, you can hear the occasional shout.
Just looking at each other, just like.
And she's like, there's a lot going on here. There's like a pained look on her face.
Okay.
Only a 17.
Aye, bastards. And maybe what that, and he puts a hand on your shoulder. He's only just a bit taller than you. And maybe one of those days, that day will come. But for now, I thank you for your time, for your heart, for your honesty. Lingers. This is my personal comm unit. Mad! She rolls her eyes.
She's right behind him.
She's like that. He doesn't know that I can sense thoughts. Or he forgets. And it's painful. Yes, boss. Give them my personal comm unit number. If they need us, we'll try and help where we can. As for what's going on here, it's about time for breakfast.
What's going on in here?
I thank you for this information. And I get the feeling that maybe you don't want people to know that I've found you.
We would really appreciate
I think
that.
for now, yes, please.
We've got things to uncover ourselves.
Until I bring this up, and he pats the data pad, I'll make sure your names stay out of anything. But when I bring this up, I will have to say where it came from. Or else they'll think I'm a right bastard.
We can't have that.
I mean, at some point we're going to have to go public with something.
Absolutely.
But now is not the time.
So where's next for this motley crew?
Probably Absalom.
Probably
Station.
Absalom.
Aye.
That's where everything is now pointing to again, so...
Roads lead home.
Broken
Shut up, Ida. Get in the airlock.
I was this close to having a real bed for the night. This close.
I'm gonna head off now. Mallard! He puts his drink down. And it's curdled to shit. It's time we're leaving. Stay in touch. If there's anything else that you think is relevant to any ongoing investigations, she looks to you. Just
fucking say, Alex.
let me know. And Jean leaves.
Don't forget your Wilk.
Wilkes.
Wilk.
Fuck, that sounds awful.
I'm not all that thirsty after that, but thank you anyway for your hospitalities. She rolls her eyes once more. Hopefully we'll see you soon.
Take care out
I'm
there.
just gonna slap my data pad. Like,
I'm so glad. And then she stops and just nods. Don't die again. And leaves.
I intend not to.
So I'm picking up a thing there, and I don't understand it at all, but I know something's happening, and it's freaking me out.
So I'm just gonna fill you in right here. Just be like, so I basically looked after her sister, who's dead.
Yes, we saw the thing.
She thought I was dead,
Oh.
but I'm the only one who saw her sister
Oh.
that time.
What's the other thing I'm feeling that's making me tingly but also ashamed? When you two are talking to each other, it's really bizarre.
I don't know.
A mystery.
Bastards.
Bastards. I'm gonna send Doom Poach a gif of
Can
a
I
cat
do-
on a skateboard.
Can I do sense motive on Mallard as she's walking away?
Yeah.
It's gonna do-
What are you trying to sense in this moment?
She's clearly holding back,
Yeah.
and I want to know what that
Yeah.
that might be. What kind of emotion that is? If it's loss or love or whatever the fuck. What was it doing? 17.
17. Definitely is holding back. But it seems to be like some kind of raw emotion, like pain or hurt. But also relief at the same time. So it's one of those moments where a strong person has a wall broken down. But they leave, and it doesn't take long for them to start up their ship. And the SS Bowie.
SS Bowie. Fucking course it is.
Of course it is.
Fucking Bowie.
I mean, give me
Constant
give
practice.
at the end of that, give me either a sense motive or a perception check if you're asking that question.
It's bad. 13.
Didn't take a sip.
Wasteful.
Dave.
Num num. Okay, so to which end? Dave comes from the cockpit.
Dave, what you been doing
How you
up
doing,
there?
I was the captain. You said I was the captain for a
You
while.
did say you were the captain for a while, yeah.
He's got a little hat on it.
He hasn't got a hat on him, but
Is he still covered in glow stick?
no, no.
What have you managed to do in the time that we've been away?
I have been the captain.
And
I am the captain now.
You've done a great job, Dave. Thank you. I'm gonna retake command. But you
TJ is prime commander of
Yes.
the ship.
and
Yes.
you can be my first mate.
First, mate.
I
No.
broke him.
But the eyes.
He needs a bit of work, don't worry.
Have at it, ye hearties.
Definitely doing a sense motive on that.
It's just Dave.
Engineering or
He's
sense
like-
motive?
He has been reading a lot.
Oh, he's learning.
That's what we need.
Engineering or sense motive? See if he's about to
You
get
can
kill us.
do either
24.
on.
Engineering.
Oh, his programming is fucking broken. Whatever has been left after the initial breakage and then the addition of extra tech, something is now happening.
I think we need to put a fail-safe in.
I've done a 27 on computers just to see if
Yeah,
I
you
can
broke
kind
his
of tell.
programming.
But how far has it gone now? Like, has it got to the point where?
They are starting to learn sentience.
Yeah. Okay.
They have found a level of emotion.
This is kind of what we wanted.
Oh,
But
mate,
Okay.
it's so good.
So the emotion that they seem to have found is a enjoyment in learning.
Okay.
Oh.
We like that. That's good.
Whether that learning is something else, but they have obviously tried to take on the role of captain. And G33 will fill you in. They have been pouring through what they think are data texts of what a captain does. They've been novels. He has been reading stories.
To be fair, that's what TJ did.
And there is with a 27 and a 24, they are very clearly broken programming. But
We gave a toilet sentience, guys.
when you give a toilet sentience, or sorry, a protein recycler, not just a toilet.
Thank you.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know.
Not unfortunately. This was the plan.
Yeah, this is what we wanted.
But there is like almost like a cheeky to them now.
We're gonna get Dave Vangelion. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, and they
We're gonna evolve Dave.
Yeah. Full neck.
Should we put him into the other ship and make it whole ship sentient?
Jesus Christ.
Dave's
Does that
not
count as a
got
drone?
Dave has not got the capacity to be an AI.
No.
In any sense of it. Nowhere near enough ones and zeros there. But I hand over to you guys now.
Sleep it down.
It's sleep
A
time.
full long rest.
You guys can
Bedtime.
mark a long rest. I would say that with the defence teams with 33, you are pretty safe within this area to take a long rest, and everybody can mark that off. I will say, you may all, with the boon of Desna, take a full rest as if you had gained everything back. So you may reset, put all your hit points back up, any stamina points, get rid of any conditions. As this energy that has been given to you to help increase whatever sight you had and then these physical attributes, you feel the last of that almost like regenerate your body. And this rest is tranquil. And the morning comes as lights begin to on the ship. Very much like Alien when they come out of the pod. It's like very much like that. It's like white blue lighting. And G33 is like, morning.
Good morning, Kiki.
Dave is in the crew quarters and is currently, they can't lie on bed, but they are like just like wheeled up against one. And they turn around and like the lid goes, "Argh!" Good morning,
Morning,
crew
Dave.
mates.
Good to see you, Dave.
Why not?
It is good to see you too.
Would you like some breakfast protein?
For that image.
What were you thinking?
I've got some leftover ration packs that need scraping out.
Nom nom.
Yes.
I mean, are you offering to use him as a toilet? Or are you offering to give him the ration packs?
Give him like the scrapes of the ration packs to clean out the tins.
He will accept them. Quite gladly.
Good boy.
Thank you. Name.
Ida.
He's cool. He's cool, Dave.
He's part of the crew now.
Ida.
Yes.
I hand over to you guys in the morning. What do you want to do?
I mean,
Set coordinates for Absalom
well,
Station.
we
Roy
need to
does
go
want
to the.
Oh,
to
yeah.
river.
And
I'm
all
gonna
night.
pick up Calyx.
Boy!
I think go pick up Calyx. Check he's all good. Go to the river.
Should I send him a little? I'll call him. Calling Calyx.
Morning, guys.
Morning, Calyx.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Amazing. Dave's first mate now.
Oh, okay.
And also,
Sorry, mouthful.
that's all right. Is it lettuce?
I mean, it's salad.
Okay, I'm watching you.
Okay.
There's Roy really wants to go to sort of an area by the river. Do you want to meet us there, or have you got your own stuff you want to do?
No, I can meet you over there.
Baller.
Is it going to be okay to have the two orbs close to each other, do you
I think
think?
if we keep them apart, we should be all right. I'll have a word with Roy. Try and keep him in
Okay.
check a little bit, and
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll start making my way over there. Are we? Do we know why we're over there?
no idea.
Not a clue.
Okay.
Not a clue.
Cass is not a clue.
So yeah.
I'll put you on speaker.
Not a clue.
Morning, Calyx.
Morning. Hi. Okay.
Yeah. All
I
good.
slept in a bed for once.
Oh, how was it?
Comfy.
Oh, no way.
This is just gonna be like,
I didn't mean
didn't
for
know.
that joke to go so far. I couldn't walk out of it once he was there. Because I figured he might like it.
Wakes up in the morning, just looks and like, ooh.
He didn't have to go to the toilet there.
Right, we'll meet you there, Calyx. Love you, bye.
Okay, bye.
Right, cool. Roy, we're going down to the river like you want. Don't want any shenanigans. Please, we're trying to help you, so don't be a dick.
And
Got it?
You feel that same want to go in a direction, and you feel those like searching feelings.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, is there anything else we want to do over here? Do you want to check through the logs for broken rock on the freighter?
I could do
Like-
that quickly, or do it before we go.
Yeah.
See if we can get some coordinates or information.
Cool beans.
I mean, shouldn't take me too long. I just need
Yeah.
to hook into the system. When you guys get packed, I can bibbly bobbly and go.
Bibbidi bobbidi.
Yeah, jack in.
Bibbidi
Cool.
bobbidi boo.
Right on. I'll start packing my stuff up.
Go into freighter and see if I can log in.
Okay, so
Incorrect password.
Double you.
so you
brokenrockcoordinates.com.
I mean, you know how to get there anyway. But you go in and the ship has been cleared by the Dynatech teams. There is clearly... This ship is clearly designed to pick up transport. There is blood smattering everywhere. There are laser marks everywhere. There are, you know, it's clearly the scene of a fight. What you find as you move through it is there are, like, crew hammocks, but they are literally hammocks in all of the, like, areas of storage. So instead of having crew quarters or rooms, they're literally, like, between the boxes, between, like, the walls, everything that you can find to put a hammock up. And they are quite small hammocks. And you've been told goblins, and you've worked with goblins in the past.
Yep.
This makes sense.
Yeah. Just kind of wherever they can put space between it, there's a hammock, essentially.
Yeah, basically. And they're quite small, like this big. And eventually, you move your way to the bridge. This sealed off bridge, which is designed, like most freighters, to basically be able to detach from the rest of the freighter, so that should there be an emergency or pirates, you can detach, leave the cargo, and you are safe within this escape vessel. The door is unlocked, and there is a Dynatech official there who just nods and doesn't bat an eyelid, and Epo's probably sent them a message saying, you know, they're fine to go in. You go in and you start checking on the computer and onto the what should be a manifest and stuff like that, but so much of it is wiped clean that it's clearly designed to be piloted by someone who knows where they're going. Coordinate-wise, the coordinates set for Kashoria are embedded into the computer, and then it is coordinated to go to the drift beacon within the Pact Worlds. Obviously, turning up at the Pact Worlds means that you turn up somewhere within Pact World space. You don't just turn up by Absalom Station where the Starstone reactor is. You know, you turn up within the Galarion system somewhere, and then you fly to wherever you need to be. So it's just the Pact Worlds. You know where Broken Rock is because it's in the Diaspora, this asteroid belt within the Pact Worlds. But that's really it.
No flight logs or anything like that?
No.
That's fine.
It is a burner ship. And the other thing is that, like, the manifest, which reads for silks and stuff, would be all the crates that would go onto it. But with the what you know to be the excess that they've been talking about, this extra cut, is basically enough that would go to the essentially to Broken Rock to the pirates that would have filled the crates that the smuggled eggs are going into. Defense-wise, it has many countermeasures, mostly to stop things like target locks and any tracking missiles and stuff. So there's like chaff, and there are like electronic countermeasures. There are a couple of like side armaments, maybe like one EMP cannon on the top, and then the forward has a heavy laser cannon on the front. It is a freighter. It's a burner freighter essentially. Yeah.
Cool. No point trying to like jack into it, and
you can try, but I mean, I'm going to tell you now, I'm not going to have you roll. Because there really is nothing to find out. And I think Ida would
know that.
Happily know that.
Yes. With that, I would go and join the team.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to meet up with Calyx, make sure that he's here with us.
Yep. Hi guys.
All right.
Still eating lettuce.
He's a growing boy.
Felix.
Check it out. Really tight on him.
Yeah.
Just, I'm concerned about his well-being, and he's emotion eating.
It's just lettuce.
Yeah.
It's just
Just innocent lettuce.
Oh, fucking yes! Have that.
Thank you muchly.
Yeah, well played, sir. Well played. It's just lettuce. Just innocent lettuce.
I mean,
There's the episode title.
Just innocent.
river.
River.
Yeah.
Is that? Okay, let's just go silent for a second, and then. Yeah, let's go.
No, what you thinking?
I don't know. I just.
Is there something at the river that you're worried about? Or?
Well, that's where we left Vorag.
This.
Shit. Fuck yes, yeah.
Ugh, Roy. Ugh.
If only you could fucking speak.
So much easier, Roy.
It's probably that.
Yeah, we probably should.
You're
sort
probably
that out as
right,
well.
Calyx.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Jesus. We're bad. We're fucking awful.
Remember this if any of you die.
I guess we go
Yeah,
have
at
a
least we
look.
sent out bad messages
Yes.
back.
Didn't even open it, mate.
Exactly.
Are you guys heading over?
Yes.
Yeah.
You begin to move your way over to out of Cassiopeia, north where Calyx would be, and you make your way over to this river, this section of the Silken River that is quite accessible and open to the whole town. And you can see it from a distance. You can see the piles of stones and the small little stake with it's almost like a peachy flesh-coloured scarf resting on top of it.
What's the Roy vibe?
Still wants to go that way?
Cool, we're going that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
You make it over to where Vorag's body lay. You guys didn't have time to bury him. But you get the sense that either the Desna or Ren, Epo, somebody on the defense teams maybe has done this for him. And there is just something there that you want.
What did Frag have on him?
Yeah, the big old.
Even Kaz has forgotten, so.
Did we ever see Vorag get shadowy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This guy got shadowy,
Mhm.
and then Vorag got shadowy. Roy, is it the shadow that you want?
See.
Sí, señor.
There is
One once for yes, two for no.
Yeah, yes, please.
there is this like through your body, this urge, this want. It's not shadow, no. Give me a will saving throw, please.
Off TJ goes.
Who's gonna fuck me
Bye
today?
bye.
Probably you. Yep.
Oh, Christ.
12.
Um,
Do I start digging him up?
you put the orb down
Yep.
next to you and you start moving rocks. Not like TJ. They pick up the top rock, move it. Take the next rock, they move it. Take the next rock, and they start moving it. TJ, and you are now getting more flashes and flashes. Could you give me a this would again be a will saving throw?
Can I?
Natural one.
Okay.
If TJ's put the orb down, and let go of it, I'm gonna grab it.
Okay. Can you make me a will saving throw, please?
Alright. We're both digging.
Yay!
I think that's
And
Dig
yeah,
bros.
Taz goes to pick
yes,
it
that's
up,
an 8.
touches the orb, and then just lets go and just starts helping move rocks.
Fucking Christ.
Could you give me another will saving throw, please?
Bruce, I think you should
8
try and
again.
move the.
Oh my
I was gonna say,
Exact
don't say.
same.
So, in your minds, you are starting to see like flashes of memories you've now had that you're going through again and again and again. You see Vorag dying. You see the moments that you couldn't save him. You see the moment he gave his life. You see those moments like his claws would turn into shadow. You see the moments where that Vesk is like jumped onto that creature and is pulling the mask off. You see the mask leeching shadow. And you see the Vesk's blood being pulled from him into Roy. And you just... I mean, anybody else doing anything in this moment as they start?
I want to try and pick it up. I wonder if it will work because I've got a prosthetic hand.
Give me a will saving throw.
Oi!
Oh god.
That's on our journey.
I've had another one.
It's up to Mount Allure.
Oh.
What are you doing in this moment?
I'm waiting to see what happens.
And Calyx is just like,
That's fair.
no,
Do it for the man.
guys,
23.
fail. You also go to pick it up, and then it's just with the prosthetic on the right arm.
Mm-hmm.
It touches it, and it makes like that metal to glass ting, and you just start stepping forwards and start pulling rocks off as well. And whereas these two are a bit more careful,
All in it together.
Calix is just like, Bruce, what do we do?
Off to Vorag we go.
What are our options?
Stones flying at you.
So not that.
No, I
was, yeah.
I mean,
But I've got a 0
are
in
they
strength
finding anything?
Well, it's probably after a couple
Show
of
off.
rocks done that like a leg starts showing of Vorag's armour. Of
Can I
Vorag's.
just start digging without touching the orb?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with the flow.
Calix in for a pen. In for a UPB, in for a cred stick.
I see a leg.
My leg!
And yeah, you guys begin, and Calix is like, guys, what are we doing? And you are just uncovering Vorag's body.
Vibes.
Can't respond.
Yeah,
Right,
just
it's,
gonna
yeah.
keep.
And those same memories again, and again.
Yeah.
Memories you don't have of
Yeah, I
Vorag,
was about to say.
but of the things that you saw. But now you're seeing those memories, and you're all almost in unison as we finally get to the point where the last stone is uncovered, and Vorag's gaunt body is. And he's been laid to rest in these silks, and you're taking the silks off. You are fully uncovering him,
Well, I'm gonna start backing off at this point and just watching what you're doing.
and the three of
Probably hold Calix like.
the three of you turn around and together pick up Roy and move it over Vorag. And what you and Calix see as blood starts to pool out of Vorag's body. I swipe for Sanda. All three of them.
Oh, fuck.
Chanting
We've
in
got this
unison
right
as
Shit.
the blood is just pooling out of Vorag, and we'll pick it up next week.
Fucking
We
hell.
fucked up!
We fucked up so hard.
I'm sorry
Get over
myself.
the
We should have just gone.
Yeah, just got on that shit.
To which
Fuck these
end,
orbs.
thank you so much, guys.
It was a good sesh, actually. That was a very, very good one.
I look forward to
I
seeing
think
what
I
this.
knew what I was doing.
Yeah, we will pick that up again next week. Thank you so much to the show sponsor, Warrior Prince CD. Thank you to the show support from Roll and Play Press and from Loki Battle Mats. We've been the Starfinder podcast.
James L. Jones has died.
I mean, wow, okay.
Way to end it.
Oh, don't laugh at that, Jack.
You laugh first, bitch.
Oh, but that's very
Oh,
sad.
that is sad.
That's very, very sad.
You should name an orb after him.
I don't know where to go with that.
Sorry.
Thanks, James.
That's right.
God, we were all happy after bringing up, digging up your dead body, and now you
And
come and
sucking the
bring the
blood out
road
of
down.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll see you all next week. May those dice gods be ever in your favour. Thank you so much, guys. See you later.
Bye.